That's fine. Let's see.
She'll play the shit out of shooting games on whatever game she's playing on her phone. I said, come on, play some D&D. Nah.
Yeah, they messed with the... There's comments, anyway. So I don't know how you post a comment. That's dumb. Oh well. Alright. Well, I figured, I don't know why they always have to change stuff. That's what we get for being away from everything for a while.
I'm a strong supporter of if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
And I guess now that Facebook has changed the name of its parent company, I guess we're actually all metagaming at the moment.
How long have you been waiting on that one?
Give the man 3 experience.
Yeah, he deserves he deserves something for that one.
But team.
Cheese.
No.
Woo! Here, all that noisy printing is over.
What the hell?
21 pages.
No.
Holy.
Seriously, I'm trying to enjoy myself.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't even expand the picture. Oh. Well, there, that's expanded at least.
I'll expand you.
Yeah. Alright, so anyway. At some point I'll figure out how the chat works on this new version of Meta Messenger. But, in the meantime, welcome to episode 42 of the World of Skell.
Thanks, good to be here.
The storyline, the name of the story is called Ghosts. And because there's been ghosts and things in the story, it's more like a metaphor for bullshit from the past, but you'll have that. And let's see. So, since the last time we gamed, it's been a while. When was the last time we actually played? Was it May? No.
Was it September?
It was only September?
July or September. It was late summer.
I was going to say August.
All right. Well,
you're supposed to know that stuff, Cop.
I am. I guess I could look back up the YouTube
check the last
date.
The last entry.
The last YouTube date.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't. But as long as we're here wasting time for Brad to show up. 2 months ago.
Yeah, there you go.
2 months ago.
Thanks, Brad.
So that was the September 10th, so like September 8th or something like that. So whoever said September was correct. How about that? Alright. So, how about we get some, let's do that one. See if that's even still alive. Video is no longer available. There you go.
There you go.
Well, how about this one? Well, this one's still around. Apparently.
This pipe is insidious. It holds like a second load in the stem after you do the first hit.
I'm sure.
Man, look at being off. Now if I can only blow a sailing ship, yeah, then I'll be hit.
Yeah, you're going to have to get pretty friggin' high for that.
Alright.
I can barely blow smoke rings as it is. I've blown smoke rings by accident better than I can blow them on purpose.
Okay, I got my water. I got everything I need.
I used to have a little 22 pin that was fire, and it would do smoke rings about half the time.
So, let's see if I can give a quick recap. So, these current characters, We have the guy on top on the TV there. That's Jason, and he's playing Guy.
Am I doing Guy right there?
A knight of the realm who seeks to... I'm not exactly sure what he seeks to do other than right or wrong. It's about as basic as you can get. He may have more to say on that as the game goes on. And on the bottom is Boris, played by Daryl. Boris is a member of a uncivilized tribe from the north who is here looking for someone that was dear to him that was taken by slavers. So, and I'm assuming Guy is involved because he wants to get rid of the slavers as well. And then they heard about some adventurers who did a great deed, freeing some slaves from a slave lord. And they went to go find them. Unfortunately, along their journey, they were waylaid and captured by slavers from a faraway land who take the people from this land and put them to work in their homeland far across the sea. And then while they were being held, they were given a choice of staying a slave or helping someone who had infiltrated the slavers. And if they agreed to help that person, then they would be freed. And they agreed, and they were freed with some faith on their part. They drank a hidden potion that made them appear as if they were deceased. And when they came to, they were off the ship and in the care of this person. They are, as far as they know, they went to an island they had no clue about, of a wide-ranging group of people that had made their own lives here on this island, and then they decided to take part in a festival, and they participated in something called the Death Race. And it's called Death Race 6 because there's 6 places along the path where they were to show they had made the journey. And Boris, being one of his abilities of he could just run and run and run, Boris, run. He managed to avoid a lot of traps and random events along the way. Poor Guy, he ended up facing off against Supertusk, a horse-sized warthog. And both the warthog and Guy were seriously damaged, and the warthog thought better of it after receiving a mighty wound and ran off. And we ended the game with the Guy and Boris back in the village, being told that they were great and that the villagers would help Guy if he decided to go back out and try to find and kill off this Supertusk who had been bothering the village for years. He was like a local legend, a bully of a monster. They couldn't go out into the surrounding area without maybe having to face Supertusk, and occasionally Supertusk would come into the village and fuck shit up looking for food. So Boris had made it almost all the way through the 6 spots, but had a
I was bewitched.
He was bewitched by a temple, a seaside temple to Hera, and I'll just give something away here just for those that are watching or that are playing. although Boris was the first one there and he specifically was given the chance to ask for something, him not being a worshiper of Hera, she of course gave him his wish without it actually fulfilling him, and that's kind of the way religious fucktards end up doing things. So what a shock, right?
Yeah.
So he ended up losing even though he was winning almost the whole race. So that's why you heard Boris say, I was ripped off, or whatever he said.
Yeah.
So, unless any of the players have any other edits or things they want to discuss, or rules, clarifications.
I remember that we had been organizing the hunt.
I thought that we were either already on the hunt or we were preparing to do so.
I thought we were getting it organized and we were going to go the next day. That was my recollection.
That is correct.
Very good.
So, just to speed things on a little bit, you're told that the bearded, dirty, chubby guy that ran off when he got a chance when he was fighting Supertusk, he came back and he had told Sir Guy that you saved my life and I'll never be able to repay you, and if you want help in tracking down Supertusk, I'll try and round up some villagers. So, unless somebody...
Wait a minute.
Go ahead.
He gave me
the Poseidon token that he carried.
The Poseidon token, yes. I remembered that all this time. I was like, I have a Poseidon token.
So, unless somebody
unless
somebody wants to do something specific before going to bed that night, you all are given accommodations. You're taken in by the locals, and your wounds are tended to by the local witch doctor. And though you are not,
I said a witch doctor.
Though you are not, like, they don't cast any spells on you, you are given attentive care, and you are given herbs and a draft, a sleeping potion, for instance, to help you rest. So, hearing nothing,
we regain extra hit points, is that what you're telling me?
Well, I will get, yes. In the morning, you awaken refreshed from a super good night's sleep, and I will roll 2d6 here to see what kind of hit points you might get back. Guy, do you know how many hit points you have at this particular time?
I think I was about halfway down. I don't remember. I can't honestly say that I remember.
Well, then just go with half.
That sheet of paper is gone.
Just go with half. And then on top,
I know the Supertusk gave me a pretty good molly.
Yeah, and then on top of that, you gain. Ooh, that's not bad. 9 hit points. And Boris, I don't know if you were missing any hit points.
I am.
Okay. Then I'm
not quite halfway down.
You regain 7. So both of you got more than half of the available points. That's good. Okay.
Now I have to start a whole new sheet of script. Dribbles, I say. I think your music's causing a bit of a backwash, but that's just on my end.
Well, I can turn it down.
Yeah, a little. Only now and then when it hits a certain note, it becomes overwhelming.
How about now?
That's funny. On my job,
I can't hear it at all now.
When I listen to calls and stuff, and the text or the voice to text work, some musical notes, it'll pick up its words. And it's like, how did it even figure that word? Yeah, okay, for example, when the phone rings, the ringing sound, the word second comes up. And it's like, how does that even...
Oh, there's a comment. Okay. Alright.
So it's weird how an AI hears things as opposed to... Because it doesn't know the context. That's the one thing. AIs don't know context.
Right.
It's like if you say, can I go to? It doesn't know what to put down. So it just picks one.
Yeah, and then because it could be ...
Well, it could be TOO, PO, the number 2, or written out, TWO. It's like, that's, yeah, any one of those 4 things can come up. So it's a very interesting seeing, like, inside the process of how your mind breaks down, knowing which one is which. When I worked at Universal, I worked with this guy from, I think he was from Panama. And he was learning how to speak English. He could speak it well enough, but he still didn't have a grasp of it. And I gave him an example of, okay, I said, here's some English for you. I said, I can't bear the bear. He was like, bear? What did I say? And he didn't know. He didn't break it down. I was like, I can't bear the bear. And he was like, what? Bear?
There's so many words that are like that. Synonyms,
antonyms or something like that.
Yeah, they sound the same, but they mean different things.
The homonyms mean together, basically.
My son, his name is Lee, and he decided his superhero name would be the suffix. Lee is a suffix, and he says, because I end it.
Why? That's what he is? L-Y? Yeah.
No, L-E-E is his name, but it sounds the same as L-Y.
Okay, so that's what I'm headed. It's L-Y is the superhero.
Yeah.
Alright. So, the next morning comes. You are...
He will say a prayer when he gets up. Kneeling with his sword in the ground.
What kind
Boris exercises
what kind
and stretches when he gets up.
What kind of prayer? A prayer of, like a... You're a fucktard?
May this day see me victorious.
So a non-specific prayer?
Just in general, yes, because he is a very generic religious person. He doesn't pick any. He likes to blend because he doesn't really have to pick one. He can just pray to the gods, and maybe one of them says.
Spray this thing.
He's very cosmopolitan in his religion, let's say. As what's the old theory? Old saying, everybody finds God in the landing craft. So that's kind of Guy's view on warfare. Everybody finds God when they're about to go charge the enemy.
Yeah, make peace with whatever force you want to call it.
Or call upon it for victory. It's not make peace, no. But see, that's one thing he wouldn't do. He wouldn't make peace with the gods. He'd be like, grant me victory.
Like Conan.
Yeah.
If you don't listen, to hell with you.
More or less. I mean, he'll say the prayer and get what he gets. And if he gets victory, well then he'll thank the gods for it.
Yeah,
That's right.
Wrote shit all the way down there.
He is not paladin material, so let's just put it that way.
He's trying real hard to be the shepherd.
He's too much of a hedonist to be a paladin. He likes to boss people around, but only if they deserve it.
Hey, where's
Now I like
Paco?
the secondary camera view now, Cobb, because it looks like the TV is facing us.
Where's Paco?
Yeah, I don't see any TV, I just see the big board. The big board.
Hey, Guy, where's Paco?
Paco should have been with us when we were all sleeping. But I mean, I haven't really used him as a servant very much, except like to get the room ready. And since then, I don't think we've done much else. So he's hanging around where we were sleeping and hanging around with Guy.
Okay.
Asking him like, should I get the sword ready, boss? But he's gonna take his bastard sword this time when he goes hunting for piggy wings. There'll be ham tonight, folks.
That sounds good.
All right, so after waking up a bit and chewing on the leftovers of the previous day, getting some water from a stream, a group of men and that one fit lady from the race yesterday all approached with spears, and there seems to be like 20 people there.
Wow. Well, I think we can hunt down this pig fairly easily. I don't know. He looks at I keep wanting to call you Boris now. God damn it. Boris.
When I hunt pigs back at home, they don't have very good eyesight, but they can smell pretty good, so we try to stay downwind. But other than that, we can sneak up on them.
He says, sneak? Well, I understand that. I feel that I need to face this creature head on. As far as 20 people going, what do you think, Boris? Isn't this a lot of people for just one big boar?
No. Thank you all for coming to help us, and we are glad to help you rid your island of this beast. Guy, if there are many of us, we can surround the beast, and we can also force it out of the brush if it's hiding into an ambush. Many people will be a good thing.
Are you a decent tracker, Boris?
I have some ability just from where I grew up, but I'm not a practiced tracker.
Guy will look at the gathered group and say, are any of you trackers?
Get down. Last time you were here, you knocked that shit down, you fucking bitch. One of them steps forward, and it's a teenage, young 20-something man, dark hair, fairly well built, as most of the people here are in shape. And he says, I've learned how to follow things and how to see where things go, and I can tell how long it's been since they've been there. Is that what you mean?
Sure.
Hold on.
I suggest that we go start then to search for this boar.
I'll be right back.
In the area where I heard it.
Key break number 1.
Alright, well, I think we should go back to where we fought it the first time and then start looking for it from there. It's a small island. It can't hide everywhere. It's got to be...
Right, and he's a big creature.
And if it's wounded, it's probably gone to ground, and that means we're going to have to corner it, which means it's going to be extra nasty. So...
We have to bait it.
Yeah, I think it's going to be somewhere where...
In a mud hole. Yeah. Laying in the mud somewhere
to... We have an advantage, because that'll be probably out in the open unless it has a mud hole in a cave or something, which is possible.
Looks like you're a bit wounded too.
Yeah, I've been better.
Well, then it'll be good to have enough people.
I guess. I tend to take things like this personally, and when I was younger, we hunted boars. It was a game. It wasn't like it was done in any great seriousness. We went out and hunted boars. So I know that they can be quite dangerous, and this one is gigantic. So yeah.
I've been used as bait for hunting boar.
I hate to rely on peasants. I hate to rely on them. I'd rather just have them as beaters. But
some of these people are not all peasants or islanders. Some of them are athletic people that were in the race, so they probably have some level to them.
I've known some very fit peasants.
maybe.
I would dare say you're a fit peasant, Boris, but you're not a peasant, you're a wild man. So like, all wild men are dangerous and strong, so that comes as it is. These people I don't know, they haven't really shown me anything impressive as far as, like I said, give me and a few of my old companions our bastard swords, and we'll cut through them like a scythe through grass. But that's just a military perspective.
Sure. It'll be,
backbone.
It'll still be good to have numbers. Surround the pig, and then our chances of being ripped in half before we kill it will be less.
That's true. I just don't want any of them to die.
No, me
neither. If they die because of this pig, I'm going to be pissed.
They'll be martyrs because they will have died ridding the island of the legendary Supertusk, Mighty Tusk.
Martyrs for killing the pig. They'll be remembered for a few years. I wouldn't call them martyrs, though.
What kind of monk chants going on?
This thing is thinking the long one. Yeah, this pipe is excellent.
It's neat. I've been favoring a corncob pipe lately that I got as a gift some years ago, and it just sat in the cabinet, and I was like, hey, look at that, a clean, brand new pipe.
I'd like to get a MacArthur pipe. That's the kind of corncob pipe I want.
I've got a scorpion pipe. It's kind of cool, but I don't use it for smoking. It's just decorative.
That's my other one.
Yeah, I have one like that. I just don't use it that often.
This is made by a local dude, so...
That's cool. It looks like it's got legs on it. Does it stand? Does it stand up on its own? Yeah. Good deal.
Like this, yeah.
Yeah.
Like this.
Very good. I would be...
Another song to wrap around it, actually. It'd have like...
Yeah. I would break it. I couldn't have something that thin and glass.
I put it up on my bookshelf where nobody can get it, so...
Yeah, except the cat get up there and...
No, that my cats can't get up there. They can't jump on the side because my books are...
Oh yeah, you said they're old.
And it's like, I put it like on the bookshelf, and here, I'll give you a look at it if it shows it. I mean, my bookshelf is...
Okay. Yeah, but still...
Except on the bottom layer.
Still, a cat can get just about anywhere it wants.
All these cats are old. They don't do that kind of stuff. They get up on my desk in the window. They don't even want to get on the bookshelf. It's too tight of a queenie for them. There's no good place for them to lay down. So
your audio's not great, Jason.
Why?
At least in my ears.
It's that music, man.
Yeah, it could be the music jibbing the Jones.
It's barely on.
It's just that particular note comes through like...
Okay, so... The first thing that happens is the fat guy with the big beard, he comes over and he says, I don't know, but I would suggest we go back to where we fought it, and maybe we can follow a trail of blood or something.
Now you're talking.
That's what I just said.
Well, then, let's go. And everyone starts to pick up their equipment, and they're not all armored up. Guy is by far the most armored individual. They have some wooden shields that have been tied together with this like brown rope type material, and very basic. Like they do have a smithy here, but apparently they don't have access to all the metal in the world. So either that's something they're not interested in, or they don't want to get involved with that. I don't know. Well, of course I know. You don't. So they, you all pick up your things and you head off in that general direction.
Yes. Very good.
And so when you come to the trail, when you come to the trail that surrounds the island, you just start heading off the way you did yesterday. And then eventually you come to the spot where you can see that there was a fight, there's blood on the ground, and you have a very, what would be the proper term here? A very visceral memory of your encounter with Supertusk here, Guy. And you know that you very well may have not made it past yesterday, but you did for some reason. Are you carrying your lance with you again? No?
Bastard sword.
All right. And there is an obvious trail that leads off into the heart of the island.
I have my spear in hand, and I'm right behind the tracker.
I was going to say, if the trail is obvious, why don't you and I take the lead for now, until the trail becomes unobvious?
It's more obvious to the tracker.
All right, here we go. First roll. Jason, Florida man, roll that D12, baby. Come on with your homosexual driving.
D12. Okay.
Here it comes.
I am not Florida man. I am Florida occupant.
Here it comes. Here comes that one. That one right off the bat.
A 10.
No. Okay. So, nothing hops out at you immediately, doggone it. As much as I wanted that to happen, it didn't. So,
troll.
You head off into the woods. And these woods are island woods. They're not like woods on the mainland. These are woods like you find on Gilligan's Island. All these palm trees, and there's a very broad canopy interspersed with occasional very, very thick bush, like a 70s Playboy star. And
are there big elephant ear plants?
Yes, all the things that you would find on a tropical, lush, vegetative state.
Well, then there's a lot of stuff with pricks on them.
So, as you travel further in, you begin to lose the trail, and the tracker, let's see if he can find him.
I'm following in, man.
Natural 20. He's like, oh, there it is. Look at this tree right there, and it's got a big old snap jam that you just didn't happen to see, but he did. So he says, follow me. And he says, I would prefer that you stay at least 15 feet back. I know it's dangerous for me, but if I can be quiet, that would be helpful.
That's fine. I will keep an eye out for you.
Guy says, I admire your bravery.
So do you guys want to be like the first line of the people that are following the tracker? Okay.
Yep.
So,
if you're hunting and you know it, clap your hands.
Sorry, it was my weenus.
That's okay.
I clapped my weenus.
that sounds kind of painful, but maybe not.
I don't know.
Hey,
All right,
Willie, a piece of cheese.
Mo Larry.
So we got the tracker here up front, then we got Boris and Guy 15 foot back, and then the rest of the others, and they're all kind of going 2 by 2. They're not spread out. They're kind of forming up in a column here.
Actually, I'm 17 feet back. No.
Noted. And as
I played with people like that. Really. Down to the inch, how close am I to the wizard? It's like, what?
Okay.
Down to the inch.
So, after another 15 minutes of traipsing through this, what seems to be, undisturbed terrain, occasionally you'll see the normal small versions of animals here, of birds and very colorful things, and insect colonies, and like a hornet's nest off to the left, and
are the birds noisy?
yes, and there's a lot
when
of
they're not noisy, let me know.
a lot of birds that are like flying away as the group comes through, or something skitters through the underbrush as it can sense something traipsing through, and little mice and all kinds of things.
Are there any ground birds?
When you say ground birds, you mean like chickens?
Like birds that you would find on the ground, like
Peacocks.
Like that. Well, peacocks get up in trees, man. Like my cousin has peacocks, and they get up in the very top of the damn tree.
But they also live on the
They
ground.
walk around and they only walk around when they want to fuck.
Turkeys live on the ground. But they roost in the trees, just like peacocks.
I remember walking to the woods one time, and a bunch of turkeys started flapping around, and it sounded like it was the end of the world.
Yeah, it's annoying. Man, you ought to hear them fighting. I thought a truck was driving through the fucking hollow.
Yep.
It was a ruckus.
Horrible noises, yes. You think somebody...
They're fun to hunt.
Yeah.
All right, well, there's
I'm going to take them with a stick.
there's a stream that you're crossing on this tropical island. You're not sure where the water's coming from, other than it's going from your left to your right. And in this little stream there, luckily you don't see the little weird fish that supposedly was causing so many issues before.
I was going to say, there's no little three-eyed snake in the stream.
But there is, like little turtles and land iguanas, finches, albatross.
Hear the rhyme of the ancient mariner.
What flavor is it?
It ain't no flavor, albatross. Okay.
Albatross, yes. I'll ask somebody, is this water fresh?
Most definitely.
I'll take a sip of it and just see.
Seems fresh.
All right.
It pats you on the bottom.
I would like you to save versus poison with a +4.
Uh-oh. Oh, really?
Hog urine.
So you're adding the +4 to your die roll.
All right. And my save is a 10, so +4, I rolled an 11. Yay!
Oh, you just made it. Okay. Very good.
Yeah. I was like, uh-oh.
So,
I had to
yeah, the water tastes like water.
All right. Wow. Oh.
All right.
I probably just got dysentery.
Boris, roll a
Don't drink
d10.
water. Uh-oh.
3.
All right. Now the tracker must do another tracking check. Oh, natural 1. And followed up with a natural 1. So he says, I don't feel so good. With a 19. Okay. And he's like confused. And he's like, I don't know where we are. And there's no... It just all of a sudden stops.
I walk forward and put my hand on his shoulder. It's okay. We'll find a way.
I would like Guy to roll a d10.
Okay. Fine.
Okay. Well, because of the super implosion of the tracker, the beast appears, but none of you are surprised. As the beast, you hear a snap and you all turn and you're ready, and the beast is there, and it looks like it's wanting to attack, and it's probably going to attack the tracker, who is confused.
Look out! The beast!
There he is.
You found him after all.
All right. So, since no one is surprised, I need actions. So let's start with Guy.
How close is it to me?
To you?
Yeah. Well, we're 15 feet back at least.
50 feet.
50?
Yes.
I will advance and I'll advance towards the creature with my sword in hand. I have it two-handed.
Well, that's your movement, but what's your action?
To attack the creature.
Okay. And Boris?
Attacking.
All righty. Well, this tracker is going to try to get the fuck out of there because he's confused and scared. Just caught him at a weird moment, rolling 2 1s in a row. So, Boris, roll initiative. That's a d10, please.
8.
All right. So, let's see who that was. Okay, there's a guy from this group, this website that I'll go to occasionally to ask like rules questions. And Fred, if you're watching, that's cool. And he was, I've told you guys I was looking for people to join. So he's just checking it out and seeing if it's something he might like to do.
Well, howdy, Fred.
So anyway, Fred, hopefully you can see what we're working with here. Okay, so
no laugh there, Fred.
nobody goes on very fast. So on fast, actions go before movement. So unless you guys want to go specifically, the guy in the front is just gonna he's confused and scared, and he's gonna run back and go behind you guys and stop.
Well, I had said I move forward and put my hand on his shoulder. Okay, just...
Oh, okay, yeah, so you're way up there then. Okay, good. All right, so...
Yeah, he was there and I was still 15 feet back.
All right. So which one of you would like to go first? Or does, you have all these options you can do. You can, when you do your move, you move... This is where it gets a little complicated, but I'll explain it again. So, if you're supposed to move when it's your turn, you can't, only your action is something that you can hold for a trigger, okay? So, but if you don't want to move yet, then you can wait, you can pass on your turn until the next phase, in which case then you could move or whatever. Or you could use a move as your action, in which case then you could hold your move until something takes place. But then you can't use your movement as something other than movement. So it gets, I know because I know the system so well, so if you want to try something, I'll try to get you there the best way I can. So anyway,
since you're going for, you go first.
Did you say that the beast appeared to be charging from the woods, or did he just snap a branch
it looked like it was. From the way it appears to you, it snapped. So it looked like it was moving up, sort of like how a dog might move slowly through the weeds to look at its prey, and that's kind of what this was doing, and then it made a noise. Get down.
Okay, so it's not charging.
Well, it's not its turn yet, but it's not charged yet. It can't charge until its turn.
Right. Okay. So if it's just standing there, I will rush forward and attack with my spear.
That seems
I will charge
simple.
it.
Okay, and you do have the conditions are met to be able to charge. So you will get a +2 to hit, and you run a straight line up to threaten it, and you get the one attack at the end of the charge. So, bloop, and swing. And what are you using?
My spear.
All right.
And spear.
Remember, you're doing...
Okay, I gotta remember. I gotta go back to my... The system, yeah. I gotta go back to the THAC0.
THAC0 minus your dice roll is...
5.
That's what armor class you hit. Armor class of 5, so you must not have rolled that great.
I rolled an 8.
Okay, so you strike its hide, its tough, furry hide off of this large beast. It does not penetrate the hide, so you know that you're almost like you hit it, but you didn't penetrate. So
not quite.
Yes. All right. And so since you moved an attack, that is the end of your turn. It is now Guy's turn. Guy, go ahead.
I take my full movement toward the creature and attack if I can.
Okay. According to my calculations, you're 6 squares away. No, I'm sorry. 8. Is 8 half your movement?
Shit. Where is my movement? I know my movement is probably not very fast.
Probably on the next page. Movement and encumbrance are together.
Okay, here we go. I don't think, my movement is, what? 14?
Okay.
No, my movement is 10 right now. My movement is 10 right now.
Why would it
Because
go?
I'm lightly...
Oh, okay. All right, well, if you're lightly encumbered, then there you go. Okay, so to get there and attack,
I'm assuming that I've got my armor on. I don't have my full armor on, do I?
Well, that's up to you. I assumed you did because you knew you were going to go look for something.
I don't have my shield I don't have my shield. Okay, that's fine. I might not be encumbered.
Did you have armor when you were... You don't... I mean, we all kind of don't remember, do we?
You're not carrying your lance or your shield. You have your bastard sword, you said.
Yeah. And I got my armor, I got my chainmail, my ring, my ring, and okay. I know what my armor class is. I just take the shield really doesn't give me that much, so my armor class is only reduced by like 1, so.
But it probably weighs 3 pounds or something.
So to attack on this...
I would say full armor and chainmail. And a bastard sword, probably at least light encumbered.
Let me look up what I have over here just to double check it since...
I mean, the weapon chart says everything except how much it weighed.
Okay, next page. Movement. Currently carrying 55.1 pounds, which puts you at 14 movement.
Yep.
So...
Oh, okay.
So, you're like just at the edge of that. So, you would have to charge to be able to get there and attack this round.
So, can I charge and get there? Is that what I'm allowed to do?
Yes.
I will charge, because that's what I wanted to do, is charge up on this thing and hit it.
Alright. Roll an attack. Add 2 to your dice roll.
Alright, and my THAC0 is... I'm +1 with a bastard sword, so I gotta add that in.
That's figured in.
Oh, okay. I hit armor class of -1. I rolled a 16.
That is a hit. Roll Dinkus.
Alright, bastard sword against large.
Yes.
Alright, that's a D12 +2 plus my strength. So, what is that? Where is that?
It should say next to your weapon all the things. It's got it all figured up for you.
15 has no adjustment. I just have the D12 +2. Okay. 9 points total. 7 + 2.
All right. So you charge.
Sitting down to a big hump on its back.
So Boris, being closer, he charges up and slashes at the creature. He strikes it across its right jowl and neck, but it just kind of glances off, and he realizes that he hit the beast, but it not good enough to actually slice into it. You come up along the same right side, and you slash, and you strike it along its front leg and its like shoulder, that big meaty portion of the beast, and you do a nice slice down, and the beast recoils and turns its tusky face towards you, and you got its attention, Sir Guy.
Is this a large creature?
It is. All right.
That's why I didn't take a good whack.
You can see that it is obvious now that you've gotten up close to it that the wounds that were done to it the day before, there seems to have been some unexplainable lack of apparent damage done to it just the day before. Like, some of the wounds seem to be a lot less grievous than you remember them to be. And it turns to you, and I remember what the deal was. So let's pull that bad boy up, eh?
Am I seeing also that it doesn't seem very wounded?
Did you see it the day before at all? I don't think you did. I think you were...
I did not. I'm not comparing it to what it may have been, but do I see obvious? Because Guy said they did battle and it had bled. I saw that, so I'm looking to see, is it seriously injured or is it pretty healthy looking?
It does not appear to be seriously injured. It appears to have slight damage.
Thank you.
Nope. Okay. All right. So, on Guy. Ooh, that hits an armor class of -5.
Yep, that'll get me.
Guy, a tusk comes up and gets you like right under the chin, and as you're feeling the tusk start to pierce the soft portion of the under part of your chin, you take your spear and you push away from it, but it still manages to hurt terribly. Oh, max damage, 12. 2d6, and I rolled 2 6s. Can't believe it. And
D6.
and no chance of knockdown as you take the, it's just starting to lift up, and you just like it did to you the time before, and you manage this time. You're like, and you push it off, and you stop as and your feet touch back the ground. You know if that would have punctured your gullet, you'd have been bumming. So.
He gored me.
It's bad enough that you took 12 points as your jaw kind of feels a little loose now inside your face. All right.
Blood all over her neck by now too.
Yeah. You hear behind you, and all the other Crumpkins start running up there. Because that's why they showed up.
That's right, and I shout out, "Kill the beast!"
So what happens here is they can move 12. So even if they charge, they couldn't make it. So they're just going to try to get it as far as they can. And at least threaten the beast. Except for the guy that he's just now coming out of his weird. And they're like, come on.
The tracker was
snap out of it. All right, so that's as far as they can make it this round. And everyone has gone. So that is the end of round 1. So that would be a point of fatigue for each of you.
Oh, yeah, that.
Oh, a fatigue call. All right.
Thank you.
Huh?
Is that other Grunion shown up yet?
Are you talking about Brad?
Yeah.
No, but he did say he was, yeah.
En route.
Yeah, he says a lot of things. Oh. But
Well, you was talking about him.
that's our Brad.
Am I joining? No, this is the cell phone still.
Let's be nice. I've tried to play for a long time, so I got
Yeah, man, I'd love to see him join.
All right.
Hopefully he can get a schedule going on.
All right. Round 2. Both of you are both threatening the creature, so we'll just go with Boris first, action.
Attacking!
And Guy.
Attacking.
All right. I would like Guy to roll initiative this time. That's a D10. Beat a 6.
Uh-oh. 4.
All right. So either of you can go first, unless someone has a faster weapon. What have we got? A spear and a bastard sword.
My speed's 6.
Oh, look at that.
Go ahead.
All right,
Yeah,
Guy.
you go, bud.
You're up, Guy.
All right.
So how many attacks do you get?
Just it's 3 every 2.
So this round you get 2 attacks. So you'll attack in this phase and then in some other phase.
Yeah, don't forget to use your attacks.
And no the extra attack cannot be used for anything other than an attack. You can't like use that attack to say move or whatever. So.
I know. Yeah, I'm here for that.
Okay. So roll the hit.
All right, I roll. I hit. Let's see. That is. I hit armor class 6.
Oh, I'm sorry. That misses. You.
Yeah, I'm kind of stunned after that chop in the neck.
You take your bastard sword and you try to slip it right up into the creature's neck as it turns and looks at everyone, but somehow you just miss, and you're surprised that the thing seems to be as agile as it is. The big lumbering beast, but that is a miss. Okay, Boris, you're up.
All right, as it lunges toward Guy and they're involved, I'm gonna slip to the side and jab in the spear, going for center mass, and I roll a natural fucking 1.
Oh no! Implode! So this, on an implosion, you roll a D30 level check.
Okay, I'm rolling a D20 again, correct?
No, D30 level check.
To implode?
Yes.
God damn. I imploded because it fell on the floor. And there goes my marker. It's all fucked up.
That's all right.
Okay, let's try this again.
I'm going to go get some water while you fumble with yourself. How about that?
Son of a bitch. The thing won't stop rolling. 29.
Total?
Well, that's what I rolled. What am I adding to it?
Level.
Okay.
Total is?
36.
No fumble. Just a
Oh,
miss.
yeah. 35.
All right. All you had to hit was 31, so you made it, which means just a plain old miss.
Thank goodness.
But you felt like you almost dropped your spear.
Yeah, I stuck it in the mud. I'm like, what? Who in the slip? A little slip and the spear goes in the mud.
This thing did a little side dance and we both missed it.
Yeah. He is an agile beast.
That's why I brought the sword.
Hogs are fun to hunt too.
Hunt one with a bastard sword. Actually, no, I'd say hunt one with a spear.
That would be it.
Spear and a couple of dogs.
They offer that. Yeah. I've got one just. I got one just with archery methods a while. Years ago, I went to Texas.
Yeah, now that I think about it, probably a couple months ago, because I looked for Bigfoot videos and stuff, and it was basically a video of this douchebag who paid 3 other hunter guys to take him out in the middle of bumfuck Florida with some dogs so he could spear a pig. And it was like everything except holding the pig down.
Right. I had a friend that went for that experience. And he said he felt terrible killing it because it wasn't like hunting, you know. We're used to fair chase type hunt. He said that pig didn't have a chance. The dogs had it just locked onto it, 10 dogs or 5 dogs around it. Yeah, it's like, okay, go ahead and kill it. But I gotta say, if I'm gonna use a spear, I want somebody to hold it down.
Alrighty. We now go to average. Everyone else gets to run, so the 2 guys there on the side, they will attack with a 2 and a 6. They both miss. But alright. So everyone just kind of moves this around here.
And I shout that out. Surround the beast!
Guy is winding up that second chop after it goes. Hopefully it will get one of the villagers. That's the mean thing for me to say.
And these 3 will remain as everyone else. And now everyone's got it surrounded. And we'll see who gets hurt and who doesn't.
It's a wild melee at this point.
Okay, but We now go to average, and if you have a second attack this round, you would take it now if you wanted.
I will try to chop this thing's head off with one stroke of my mighty blade. Let's see. That would hit armor class of 3.
That is a hit. Roll Dingus.
Uh-oh. D12 plus 2. Come on, baby. I'm going to give max right back to your ass. Not quite. 7 points. Whack.
A mighty blow. As you cut the beast's right shoulder about 2 inches down and 4 inches across. And the beast shrugs and snorts and takes one of its tusks and whips it over at you, and as you manage to right yourself and getting ready for what's next. It is now the beast's turn. And Guy, you seem to have gotten its attention.
Well, I'm the only one that's really hitting hard, so...
So it will attack you again. That hits an armor class of 1.
You miss.
All right, it misses. The beast.
I am, according to the armor class, of -2 right now. Without my shield.
Excellent dexterity.
Yeah, that looks right to
Yes, I do
me.
have good
Well, no, because you have a shield proficiency. And that's giving you 4 points, so your armor class is actually 1.
Ah! So he did hit me.
Correct.
Without the shield.
Proficiency bonus is -3. On my thing it says -3.
On my sheet, it says you have a medium shield proficiency bonus of -3. You have a shield medium adjustment of -1.
Yep, that's right. So you're right. I was trying to figure it out and I wasn't quite sure, so you got me. That's fine.
All right.
I'm 1 right now. Okay.
You take 9 points of damage as the tusk hooks into one of the rings on your chainmail, punctures it right in your left lung. And you need to save versus paralyzation to be knocked down.
All right, paralyzation. Oh, that's a decent number. I got it by 1, 11, it's 10.
All right, you remain standing.
Poison.
All right.
Barely made that one.
The beast, being surrounded, doesn't like it. And at the end of the round, it's going to move through, which it's allowed to do because it's a larger size. So, it is going to turn and move through opposite of you, Guy. So, basically what happens is, as it tries to move through, everyone gets an attack on it of opportunity. So, go ahead, Boris, you can go first, if you want to take one.
Yes, sir. That, it's an armor class of 3.
That is a hit. Roll Dinkus.
Oh, yeah. 9 points. Jam the spear in the ribs.
The beast howls. Go ahead, Guy.
All right. I hit an armor class of 2.
That's a hit. Roll Dinkus.
I've done pretty good here on that one. Come on, baby. 5 points. I can think of plenty of first level characters to be happy to get 5 points.
Yeah, that's right. 5 is a good number. Not as much as you've been doing, but still a good number.
Well, that was a pretty shitty roll. Yeah. Supertusk all night.
That's too many dice.
Okay, so...
Oh, it's all the other people.
Yeah, so they all hit a total of 5 times.
And there's 5 other giant boars. Oh.
Oh, no.
That would be real bad news.
4 near boars, and we're really in trouble.
He takes a total of 13 points of damage from those that hit it. Wow.
I was in a group one time where a weird boar just waded through it like we were butter, and because you have to have like a +2 weapon to hit him, and nobody had a +2 weapon to hit it with. They could only damage it with spells, and it just stomped the shit out of it. We thought we could take it with all the big tough guys with their big weapons. Like, no, you have to have a +2 weapon to hit this thing.
This is why you don't want to let yourself get surrounded, because you get all these extra attacks on you and all this bullshit. So,
because it will do some damage.
Okay, so they do the attack of opportunity, and then successful saving throw versus paralyzation by those 2 guys there, and they both fail. So they get,
trample, David.
Yep, so they get knocked down in the square, and then it goes, as it's getting stabbed, and it goes blah, 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 blam. So, now they attack of opportunity, okay. So let's see how they did. Miss. Hit. And that's a D4 dinkus. Oh, whopping 1 point. So this one just gets knocked down and it gets stepped over and moved. But the one on the right, as it's trying to scramble out of the way, a hoof come down right in the center of his back. But only does 1 point of damage before the beast runs off at its maximum, which is, okay, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gets to right there.
Is he hidden her by the underbrush?
It doesn't seem like it. It seems like this creature is either a combination of nimbleness and a lot of inertia to plow through the flora and fauna, or it's magically able to avoid all of the little mice underfoot. But anyway, that's its turn.
It run off into the brush. All right.
Now you can still pursue it if you would like, coming up on the next round. So, actions. Guy?
I'm pursuing.
Boris?
Attacking.
All right. Roll initiative, Boris.
7.
Okay, so these 2 can get up and attack. You can get up, and you can get up, and you can get up there. Both of you can charge and take an attack if you wish. Alright, so we'll move you up there. Oh wait, they stood up, that's right, okay. And then all these guys just can move up, but they're not gonna get in front of it and get trampled, so it's like, no, we don't think we'll do that. But they will try to surround it and then attack it as it keeps running away. Okay. And these guys will just move up like that. All right, go ahead, Geek.
I get a +2?
Yes.
Oh, that's a armor class of 4.
That's a hit. Roll dinkus.
That was lucky. That was a shitty roll. Another 7 point.
Nice. The beast squeals as a sword slash on its hindquarters. Go ahead, Boris.
All right. Yes. That's more like it. That hits a -5.
That is a hit.
8 points. Die, beast!
Another slash. Okay, and then it was 2 of them, right? Okay. The 2 that could make it up there. Miss. Okay. Now it is the beast's turn, and it is going to move as fast as it possibly can. So that would be... And then it'll do a strength check to try to increase that. Not an issue. So it's like it gets way up there off the board by the time it's... And you guys have already moved, so you guys are done and it's way up there. And now it's back in the brush. Away out of... You lose the line of sight because of all the trees and brush and terrain. So, what would you like to do now?
I shout for the tracker, stay on him, stay on him! And I'm going to keep moving.
Okay, are you going to follow the tracker, or are you going to run off and attempt to catch it?
I'm going to follow the tracker.
Okay. All right.
Dang it.
So the tracker, who was visibly shaken, seems to have composed himself. And he comes up rather sheepishly, and
he's bleeding even more. We got to hurry.
Everyone starts moving back through the forest once again.
I can see a little bit of where he went. I do have a hunting proficiency, but that really only helps me like harvest more meat and different, it helps me hunting, but I'm not great in this environment. It's where I grew up, that type of environment. I'm a little unfamiliar with this type of stuff.
He points to a big hook where he says, we can follow those if we can't see it in the bushes.
The tracker is...
This way! It went this way!
The tracker makes note of that and starts heading off again. And you follow for another little bit of while. Gee! Roll a d10, please.
Uh-oh. It's thick in here.
A 3? Okay. So, you come around this low hill with several sort of worn down parts like trails that go up the hill. But the tracker is not taking you up the hill. He's taking you around it. When he stops, and he motions for you guys to come up. As you approach,
right there,
you see a curious sight. You see, or it looks like a wall attached to nothing, overgrown with the ivy and even some flowering things, kind of like similar to what you saw on the mainland, some of the plants that were growing on that cliff that you could look out over and see the fort. And when you were at the base of the cliff, near the lair of the forest protector.
I think.
You didn't see that.
Yeah, I think you're. I don't remember our group going all the way to the fortress.
Oh,
We
yeah.
had not made it.
You guys didn't, that's right. So,
But thank you for the vision.
I thought you were going to say the same plants that were growing on that statue we saw at the village.
We did see some of that.
right, you did.
Remember that we went to? Yeah.
Yeah. These appear to be, I don't know, for lack of a term, like older and less colorful.
They are vines, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So the
How
track.
thick? Thick as my rib?
Is this an ancient ruin?
Do you want to inspect it, Guy?
I move forward cautiously.
Okay.
Sword at the ready.
Your foot comes.
Just looking around.
Your foot comes down on a dried root and snaps. Nothing happens.
How thick is the root? Oh, it's the root. Oh yeah, I'm gonna look at Boris and just motion. Come on, Boris.
When you say that it's attached, a wall attached to nothing, is it coming up out of the ground and I can see around the edges of it? Or I'm not sure I get what you mean by attached to nothing.
It'd just be like, yeah, it's like the wall's there, but there's nothing. It's not a wall of four walls. It's just like a single wall.
It's like a door. The size of a door?
I'd say it's a little bigger than the door, so
10 by 20?
yeah, something like that.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
High, wide.
It's
Like a
like,
chunk of wall. I mean, nothing else connected to it.
at least that's kind of what it appears to be, a wall, but to get an actual, I mean, you might need to inspect it if you care to find out what this thing would be and whatever.
Are the tracks leading in that direction?
Are you looking for them, or are you asking the tracker?
I'm asking the tracker. Did the hog go behind that wall?
It appears to come to the wall and stop, or like it went through it. I don't know how.
Let's inspect. I'm going to get a little closer and.
People say don't touch it.
Okay, so how close do you two get to the wall?
I'm going to get 5 feet away and like toward one end of it. Toward one end of it. I want to get a close look at it, and then once I see the vines that it's made of, I want to be able to walk around it and see the other side.
So I'm going to put Boris right here. You said 5 feet from it. Where would Guy like to be?
I'd like to start walking towards the opposite end and keep within 10 feet of it.
When you say opposite end, you mean one of the edges or the behind the wall?
I'm going to go to the opposite edge from where Boris goes. But I'm not going around it. I'm just going to that, walking slowly.
Is this okay right here?
Cautiously.
Can you see this?
I can't really see. I can't really see that.
I can see the two figures and a line.
That's the wall. That's Boris.
But I'm not going around the wall. I'm keeping my eye on Boris, but I'm going in the opposite direction, just in case he flushes something in that direction. I'm thinking the pig might come out one way or the other. It might be on the other side. So
there you go.
That's my thinking.
Okay. So there you are. The wall at 5 feet appears to be, if it is a wall, covered in this dense vegetation that doesn't allow you to see the brick, stone, or wood makeup of whatever's inside there.
Okay. And then I'll step around the end and look at the other side as Guy was looking at how thick this thing is.
All right. So it appears like it's maybe 2 foot thick. The ends appear to be covered in vines and vegetation, and as you step around the backside, you see the same thing. Go ahead, Jason.
Is it a solid mass, or are there blocks that are visible? Is there any other rubble on the ground?
It's vegetation covered,
like
and the ground looks like normal ground of this terrain. So, some vegetation, but not perfectly manicured.
But no signs of any other ruins, like I said, like rocks on the ground or anything in any kind of pattern.
No. You can roll a d6 if you want to spend some time to look, if that's important. But upon first glance, no.
All right, I'm more worried about the pig, so I don't take that time to look. No, I just note that there's nothing else around and this thing is 2 feet thick. So
I would like to walk to the center of the opposite side and see if the tracks continue.
All right, you walk over 5 foot away and you start looking around. Make me a tracker's check, please. You're not proficient in tracking, I assume, or are you?
I have a hunting proficiency, but not tracking.
All right, roll a d20.
8.
8, all right. There does not appear to be any tracks on the other side where you are.
He didn't come through here.
If I hear him say that, I'll peek around and then start walking towards him.
You can hear other people from the opposite side of where you are now talking about, what is that thing? I don't know.
If I hear that, I'm going to peek back around that edge and say, don't touch it.
It's probably one of Hera's dirty tricks again.
And I'll look at Boris and say, something's weird about this. I thought that there'd be some other sign of a building out here or something, but just this wall is...
It's out of place. It's magic, I think. Maybe he's hiding in these vines.
I don't think we should touch this thing.
You guys see the tracker poke around the right side here and look, and he's just kind of looking at you without saying anything.
I motion him over.
All right, he'll come over.
It doesn't look like he came through. Do you see any tracks?
He will start to inspect the area using his tracking proficiency. And he rolls that, and he says, well, I don't necessarily see any big tracks, but I do see a bunch of little ones. And then he bends down and he goes, can you see that? And now that he is pointing this out to you, you see a bunch of little tracks similar in shape and as the big tracks that you've seen, but they're all like moving away. And he says they're all going that way, deeper into the forest. And as you look, I mean, you're not sure how many and what, but there's a lot of tracks there, as if this has either been visited a lot by one or once by many.
That's what I was going to say. I've been to plenty of farms with piggies, and one piggy would have to be there a lot and making a lot of. There has to be more than one little piggy, in my opinion. That's just Guy's opinion, that there's more than one little piggy, and he'll say, I think there's probably more than one.
Well, yeah, I'm sure you're right about that. Hogs are prolific. Maybe there's a herd of pigs on this island that aren't giant pigs.
Or this giant pig has baby. Imagine.
I'm not a very smart man, but it looks like a big track went in and many little ones came out.
Now, the tracker says, he kind of looks up at you, Guy, with this weird look on his face, and he's like, no, these tracks are like smaller than a piglet's.
What are they?
I mean, they're
How
like
fresh are they?
they're like half. He looks, and with that roll, he's like, I can't really tell. I mean, within 2 weeks at least.
2 weeks?
They'd be washed away.
I can't tell how long ago something came through here, unfortunately.
All right, let me ask you this then, Tracker. Are these woods, this forest, are there small people here? Are there fey creatures here? No.
Not well. Let's let the dice decide. He says, not that I know of.
So are these hog tracks, are these pig tracks just tiny?
That's what I'm saying they are.
He has a secret fear of fairies, but we don't know that. But he doesn't.
Boris has a limited mentality, but he's got this crazy idea that there's a magic wall of vines, and that's how the Supertusk gets away from people.
You know, Boris, I have an idea.
Someone should run through that wall.
No! Throw a rock at it and see what happens first.
That's a good idea.
I was going to poke my sword into it, but I thought better of it.
The tracker's like, I'll do it. And he starts looking around for a rock. And he finds one, and he kind of digs it up.
Or a chunk of wood. Chunk of wood, something.
He says, watch out. And he just walks over, and he underhand tosses it into the wall, and it just goes, doo, 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 and hits the wall and tumbles to the ground. No nothing as far as you can tell.
Well, it seems to be solid, and I'm going to push against it.
Boris, be careful.
When you go up to push against it, you feel yourself pulled forward. Whoop! Oh, no save. No save allowed because it's a trap. And you hear the other side, all the people, Guy, go, ah! And standing on the other side is a 20-foot tall Boris. And he's all hairy and furry, and he looks like he's regressed.
Right.
And he's like, ah! Now, through the transformation, Boris, I need you to make a, it would be an intelligence check, and it would be at -4. So -4 to your die roll.
All right, 14 plus my intelligence is a 21.
And did you subtract 4?
I did, because I rolled an 18.
Oh, okay. All right. So, you realize that you are... Everyone has shrunk.
You people got small.
And they're all looking it up at you, and they're like, ah! And they run. They turn and run for a while, and then a couple of them, though, they stop and they look and they go, Boris, is that you?
It's me. You don't have to run.
You're huge. What What happened?
And I start to look around now. I look down at the wall.
And you can...
Or I look...
Yeah, you're looking down at the top of the wall. It's covered in vines, and you see Guy and the tracker on the other side. And the tracker is like, holy shit!
This is something else. I start looking for the hog now.
Well, as
you... Boris, are you alright?
I feel okay.
It's you! You've grown gigantic!
I'm tall. I can see for a long way, except for all this trees.
And all of your possessions are all appropriate size to your form.
Thank goodness.
But he looks hairier, is what you said, right?
I did.
Okay. Does he look big and muscular too?
Yes. And he's got like these jagged teeth that are sticking out from his lips.
Oh. Something.
This is weird. I don't know, but I feel okay. Let's kill the boar.
I was going to say, you don't feel like eating me, do you?
Not yet.
What? I'll look at the tracker and say, you better go back with your friends. Alright then, giant one, lead the way.
We need the tracker. But I'm looking through the trees, and I'm pushing foliage aside as I step through.
I don't think we're going to be able to hide our approach with you.
No, but we still need to find the beast. I can't see the blood on the ground from up here.
I'll grab the tracker by his collar if I can grab him in time and say, wait, do what he says. See if you can follow the trail.
Why do you keep sending our help away?
All right, here's Boris.
You're gigantic. Follow the little... Now we have to follow the little piggy. That's not going to be as easy as following the big piggy.
No.
Okay. What do you guys do?
Do the people run and keep running, or what?
There's some that seem to be okay with it, but there's others that don't want to get too close.
I'm looking.
I'll try to gather them together in a commanding way if we can do that kind of thing.
Alright, I have to pause for a second while I feed... Here, come here.
I need my dinner.
Who's that? Do you know who that is?
I don't know.
You don't know? The one on the bottom is Daryl.
Hello, Isaiah.
Can you say hi, Daryl?
Hi, Daryl. I need to eat my dinner.
That's a good idea.
The one on top is Jason. Say hi, Jason.
Hi, Jason.
Okay. I'll be back in a minute.
Alright, I'm going to use the restroom also.
That is
I'll be right back.
Becky? Come here. You break it, I'll take one of your fingers. Use your own. Oh, they're giving some crumbs. The bowl in here is empty. Double jam it because some stains in the jam. Yeah. You hit the Gandalf. In here? Feed these critters.
All right.
Oh, what's a bummer about Brad?
Yeah, I was looking forward to getting to chat with him and see what was going on. I guess he's got something else going on, or he's got technical difficulties.
I'm gonna have to chain him some more.
And that doesn't seem to have worked.
Well, I called him a douche. So, not really sure him, but...
Right, I mean, that's a
game. Come on.
quick galoosh in your Mumford.
I was like, answer me, you gloosh. Well, he knows the deal. Brad knows what's up.
Yeah, it'd just be good to talk with him. I've messaged him a couple times on Facebook, but he hasn't really been too social about it.
No, I mean, I texted him, but I haven't spoken to him or seen him or anything.
Yeah. He's always been a bit of a antisocial introvert.
I mean, I used to hang out with him a lot there for a while. I mean, we used
to have a blast painting figs and playing paintball.
Apparently Brad was a cheater because he used frozen paintballs. I remember John saying that.
I don't remember that particular incident, but
I can see Brad being mean like that. So
yeah,
just to get, if he wanted to get somebody, he would do something.
I would tend to think they would be distorted and not shoot properly through the gun if they were frozen, but I don't know that.
They hurt like a son of a bit. They're soft.
I know in the cold weather. Yeah, I know in the cold weather playing they've hurt like hell.
I mean, it's liquid. I mean, it freezes. And it's viscous on top of that. So, oh yeah, I remember the time I was with John's doing that poor, whatever his friend was, I don't remember the guy's name now. But he did a stupid move and he ran right in front of me. And I remember I shot him in the ass probably 20 times. He just kept running and not moving and not saying I'm hit. And I was like, pow, 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 pow. I was like, you finally threw his hand up. I was like, yeah, I've only hit you 20 times, dude.
That sounds like John's brother-in-law.
No, it wasn't him.
He was good for not calling himself out.
Was that?
Had to light him up. I can't remember the guy's name. Blonde hair.
You mean his brother? Not Danny.
Not Danny. His brother-in-law that was married to Amy.
Oh, that douchebag. Okay.
A kind of a heavy-set fella. Yeah.
Yeah, he was a good old boy. Yeah.
I can't remember his name though.
No, I think she divorced him. Frankly, I think she got divorced not too long. They didn't stay together very long.
Oh. I never really knew him or her or Amy.
Yeah, I think that's who actually I shot. Yeah, I think it was him. Because he just kept running, and I just kept shooting him in the ass, and he had nowhere. He either could run into a fence or run into a bunch of brush, and neither one was. He was too big for it. I remember because me and Ted got up in the fort and got stuck up there.
That was fun building that thing, man, and playing.
That tree fort with the voodoo mask or whatever the hell it was.
The black hole.
Yeah. Me and Ted got stuck up there. We actually fought our way out, which was impressive. Because usually if you get stuck in a place like that, you're stuck.
Yeah, but you got the high ground in that fort. No, it was fortified, so you could get cover and shoot.
John knew the trick because if he did the splatter shot, so that we got paint on us even if it didn't hit us. Yeah,
bouncing off the tree trunk.
Yep, that's what he did. The other people didn't do that. They just kept shooting the wood like it was going to go through or something. Like, no, we would just, as soon as the firing stopped, me or Ted would pop, 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 pop. Duck back down. Felt like
we had a lot of fun. I remember when Rick first started playing, he was wearing a bandana to cover his face. He didn't have a face mask with safety glasses and a bandana, and he got blasted right in the mouth.
Yeah, I've only ever worn goggles.
Yeah.
Shit, that time I played there, I got hit in the thighs so bad that I had bruises for probably a month or two. I remember that.
It only took me one round, and I took some cardboard and made myself a athletic protector.
Yeah, you better get a cup. I thought about that.
I tucked it in the flap of my underwear just to slide some cardboard in there, and it saved me a couple times.
I say just get yourself a cup and cut the middleman out.
All right, so we got Giant Gump, we got Guy back there, and everyone else kind of half deciding what to make of this bullshit.
Yeah,
this feels weird.
Leadership and try to get these people to get their shit together. I think I have some leadership capabilities. It might be at a higher level though. Let's see.
So one of them just looks up at Boris and says, "What do we do now?"
We're still looking for the hog. We have to kill Supertusk.
I'm like, "Tracker, where the tracks go?" And he's like, "Supertusk didn't come out of that wall. Unless..."
He says, "No, follow the small tracks."
Well, it made me big.
You want to stay? You want to stay big?
I don't know if it'll wear off.
Well, go back through.
I was going to say, try to go back through the wall.
I kind of like it. I thought it would help us kill the hog.
I want Boris Crump, I'm sorry, to make me a charisma check, please. At -4.
That gives me a total of 20.
Oh, wow, okay. So, there's like 4 guys that fucking come up, 5 guys, and they're like, "Forrest, don't go back through, stay big, and we can surely kill it." And there, others kind of go back and we're like, "There ain't no way we can sneak up on it like that. He's too big."
If we want to know that the wall really made Supertusk small again, I should probably at least try walking through it.
And one of the guys that's up there by you, Boris, goes, "Aww." So what do you do?
He said, "Do what you want, Boris."
Well, I do like being big. Out here in the jungle, it's fun, but if I go back to the village, I would be crushing people. I better try.
I would like Boris Crump to roll me a D10.
I rolled a 1.
Oh, perfect! Oh my God, I can't believe it! Okay, so you all are surprised. Everyone is surprised. I mean, while you all were sitting there yammering on about should Forrest do this or should Boris do that or whatever, apparently the little piggies were all massing up on the other side of this, whatever this is, because you're surprised that bursting out of the wall is Supertusk!
Oh!
Where'd he go?
We gotta find him.
There he is. He's right there. He says, "Go!" and he gets a surprise attack on Big Giant Crump. And here we go. With the big dice, here we go. Normally this thing rolls shitty. This time it rolls that hits an armor class of plenty good because you have no dexterity bonus because you're surprised there, Giant Crump.
Oh, buddy.
You say "Kablam!" as the thing comes out, and fucking everyone's like, "Damn!" So, Giant Crump. First of all, double your hit points.
First of all.
Okay. From its current total?
Yes. And those
I'm
are.
going to start doing math. Hold on 1 second.
No, just double them. That's fine. And then
Okay,
also,
I'm there.
your strength is effectively 20, so add a +2 to hit and a +4 to damage.
Damn!
Your movement is, if it's going to matter, goes up by 6.
Okay. Is my armor class changed in any way?
No.
Okay.
All right. So.
Awesome.
And he's 20 feet tall.
Yeah.
That's big.
Yeah.
I'm super tall.
It sure is. It's super.
That's like,
it's
make
super.
a hill giant look like a midget.
It's super crump. All right. So 7, 9. Yep, you can't even do it. So then we do. I guess that's it, right? Yeah, I already rolled a hit. Okay. Oh, and you're a large creature now, so.
I am. My damage goes up. Yeah.
That's what I thought would affect your armor class if you were bigger.
Boris Crump, you take 10 points of piercing damage from a tusk into your left, right under your left rib cage. Slash! And you feel a horrible pain as this thing comes out and slash! Okay.
Rips into me.
And that is the end of the surprise round. Now it's this round. Actions. Giant Crump, you're up. Action.
Attack.
Gee.
Attack.
So the thing can't be, through halfway through the thing, so it's got to be here. So, okay. All right.
It moves through me.
Everyone else, the ones that are with Giant Crump, they're like, attack! And the other ones are all like, eh. So roll initiative, Gee.
D10?
Yes.
2.
Okay, so Boris, you now go on average.
Okay.
All right, a 2, huh? Okay, so on fast, all these guys move up there and they try to hit it. The tracker's like, nope. He goes over there. All right, so what am I missing?
It's your link.
Curly Q link.
I thought I had 40/20, but somehow one of them went away. It disappeared on me, man. All right, fine.
Stuck in the plumbing.
No, I hope not.
Cat toy.
Okay. Nope. All right, they all unfortunately they miss. Oh, here it is. Okay. So, Gee, it's your turn. You move up and attack.
All right.
You had a +1 for a flank.
I rolled a 20.
Natural or dirty?
Yeah, natural.
All right, explode.
I just threw it out. I was like, oh. All right, and I rolled a 3.
All right, normal Dacus.
All right, D12 plus 2. Where are you? There we go. 11 point.
You notice that the previous damage that was done to Supertusk seems to have gone away. How much?
He hasn't put 2 and 2 together with that yet.
How much, Guy?
11.
11. Ooh, that was a mighty
Nine
blow.
2. 9 plus 2, sir.
All right. The beast winces in pain as you jam it in its right flank. Yes, Boris.
Does Boris feel refreshed or renewed when he became gigantic size?
That's when your hit points doubled.
Okay.
All right. So, Boris, you're up because your side won initiative.
All right. I'm stabbing with my giant spear. Yes, -5.
That's a hit. Roll Dinkus.
11.
Wow.
Once again, on its left flank, its beast screams out. Now it's its turn. Supertusk will attack Giant Boris. That is an armor class of -8.
That's it.
Ouch. Good job.
Boris, you take 10 points of Dinkus.
Yeah.
As it takes its tusk and not only jams it into your side, but it tugs you forward towards it, pulling at your flesh, and blood pours down your side. And you're like, yeah! All right. And that is the end of the round. Next round. Action.
Did the smaller bunions get their attack?
They did, and they all missed, unfortunately.
Okay.
Action, Boris.
Attack.
Guy.
Attacking with my double attack this turn.
All right, roll initiative, Boris. Beat a 4.
I'll try. Come back here, you dipshit.
This fucking guy can't keep his dice on it. You need a dice tray.
4. You're right.
Oh no!
I'm using a keyboard, the pull-out table for a keyboard on a computer desk. Cobb?
I'm not even.
Why did the monkey just howl?
Because you rolled a 4 and I rolled a 4 on initiative.
Oh.
You know what that means? Simultaneous monkey. So,
let's see.
Daryl, roll a d20.
I sure will.
Beat a 10.
2.
Okay, this happens to Super Jones. Roll another d20 for me, please.
18.
All right. Oh, you guys just got lucky. Okay.
We like lucky.
Supertusk moves to attempt to get a better position to end your life when Guy seizes the moment and jams his bastard sword at the back leg of the beast and somehow knocks his 2 hooves together and the beast falls down. And that's where it starts.
It's prone.
That's where it starts the jib. So, Guy, you're up.
I take it. Like I said, I'm trying to behead this thing. So
Are you going for a called shot? A called shot or just a normal attack?
I'm just hacking this thing.
All right, roll with a +4 against a prone opponent.
Oh, goody. I probably could have called my shot.
Well, you haven't rolled yet. Hold on, if you pick it up. No, too late.
No, I didn't take it back. No. I hit armor class of 1.
That's a hit. That being on prone is what got you the hit. Roll Dinkus.
Yep, that's what got me the hit. Ooh, 13 points.
Ooh.
Nice. Whack.
Plus, I'm going to get another stroke at this creep.
Ooh. You, as the beast falls prone, you take that bastard sword and you, bring it straight down with a Hassan chop! And you feel as blade strikes bones in the back of this creature, and with a it kicks its feet out as the pain goes up and down its body. You did a severe blow. All right. Then all the guys there, they're like, and they all move to attack, and they all get a +4. Here we go.
At least one should be.
Let's go, villagers. Save your island.
All right, one did hit. A whopping 2. He goes up and he takes his spear and he sticks it in the nutsack of Supertusk, and Supertusk goes, ah! Okay. All right, and then we go to simultaneous.
My second stroke?
No. Well, yes.
Have I gone yet?
You would
I didn't
go.
know.
Well, you would go now, and so would Guy. So, which one of you would
On
like to
average.
Go, brother. Go, brother.
go? All right.
All right.
Boris, +4 to your roll.
Yeah, I hit. Oh, you want to know the total?
I would like to know what
27.
armor class you hit.
27.
27.
I rolled a 15. That's 19 plus 6.
No, that should already.
20.
The plus. All you're really doing. Oh, I see what you're doing. Go ahead. Yeah, you're
I'm
right.
adding my giant
Yes.
size thing to it.
Giant size, yeah.
Yeah, so I came with a 26, and that's going to hit negative 13.
That's a hit. Roll Dingus.
Okay. Maximum damage. 15.
Ooh.
With the spear.
Rip! Shred!
Your
Yes.
spear would do more damage, actually.
In my giant hands.
This thing, you take that spear and you go for the kill. So you jab that spear straight under its left, like into its left fucking under leg. What we
Going
call
for the
it,
heart.
underarm, yeah. And you jam it in and you see the thing, and you jam it in and then you pull it out and a big gout of blood goes out. But the thing is still like hanging on, but you can see that it's extremely hurt, and if something doesn't change, it's gonna be gone here. Okay, so Guy, it's your turn.
I'm going to do a called shot to behead the piggy.
Okay, so that basically negates the prone condition, so it's a straight roll.
Come on, baby.
Oh, wait, pick it up, that doesn't count. Because called shots, you drop back a phase. Okay, so since actions go before movement, the beast will struggle to its feet right there in the square on its turn, and it will once again attack Boris with an armor class of -6.
Hitting me.
Boris, you take 11 points of damage as it somehow manages to gore almost right in the same spot that it ripped open before. And you're like, ah! Okay, Now it would be slow. And Guy, your delayed attack goes now.
But I don't get the probe bonus, do I?
No.
All right.
So,
I know what my tackle is. My tackle is that.
Do you want to do a regular attack on it, or do you still want to do the called shot?
I'm doing a called shot, and to hell with it. I said I was.
All right. Roll.
I missed.
You missed? All right. Okay.
It wasn't a 1. It was a 7.
No,
I missed.
That's okay. Just a straight miss. All right. And that is everybody's turn, I think. Unless Guy or Boris wanted to move right now.
No, unless I have an additional attack because I'm big, I'm done.
Unfortunately,
yeah,
not.
I'm going to hold my position and keep striking.
All right, so this thing looks like it's on its last legs. So, actions. We'll start with Boris. Attack. Guy.
Attack.
Roll initiative, Boris. Beat a 1! My side is sped up!
Uh-oh.
4.
All right. Let's
It's got
see.
a dying breath.
Let's see what it does, though. Okay. It's gonna fucking try to flee, so everyone gets a shot on it. So we'll start with Boris. Take an attack of opportunity on it if you want.
That hits a minus 15.
That's a hit.
Damn.
Wait. No, I'm not suggesting you're cheating, but I just want to know, what did you actually roll?
18.
Plus 6.
2 plus 3 to hit.
Now that's figured into your THAC0 already, your strength. Now you're adding the 2 from being the giant size. So you got a 20. And
A 20, and my spear THAC0 is 13.
Okay, minus 7. That's what you hit.
There we go. I was adding double.
All right, that's still a hit. Roll Dinkus.
And then I'm adding the damage, which is 7 total. It's 14.
The beast stumbles and falls, and as it's breathing hard and blood is leaving its body, you may coup de grace.
I will, with my spear, into the heart to give the beast a quick death and save it the suffering.
And you do that, and it jolts briefly before just lilting and falling still, and the breath leaves Supertusk. And as Supertusk, the eyes sort of like glaze over and roll up into its head, you see a quick cloud and lightning before you see the scattering of 1,000 2-inch piglets just flitter all over the ground and run off in random directions.
And Boris feels the primitive energy of the island and the kill of the hog, and he roars. Roar!
And you hear all the people, "Oh my gosh, look at that! What is that?" And they're like, "Look out!" And the squeaking of the mini piglets eventually goes away, leaving you all there in the middle of the forest, bruised and battered but victorious. And now in Boris's mind, he feels as though he has a choice to make. And the choice would be to remain as he is, or return to what he was?
He will make his way back to the wall.
You're there at the wall.
And he's gonna reach out, lean down, and put his hand against it to move through it.
And suddenly you feel yourself pulled through. Whoop! And standing on the other side is regular Boris Crump. And however many hit points you're at right now, go down to half of that.
But I don't have as many hit points now as I did have.
True. Hence why you may be able to see some of the damage remaining.
And I will. I'm going to put that down here.
He had a brief thought that if Boris was killed while he was giant, there'd be 1,000 tiny Borises running into the forest.
That'd be pretty cool.
And he scratched his head. And
I was afraid that could have happened when I walked through the wall.
there'd been a bunch of tiny Boris. No, I figured you would become giant or sucked to some other place. One of two things.
The villagers all come around and congratulate the both of you and say how brave you are and wasn't that something and wow.
You did great too. Good job, everybody. That was some battle.
I can't wait
I
to
need
go
you
back
to-
to the village and tell them that Supertusk is no more. And then the tracker says, what about the wall? Won't the piglets come back and go through the wall? And somebody else is
You're
like,
probably right.
I don't know. They ran off. It's not like they went through or... So they killed Supertusk. Obviously they killed him. That's why I turned into little pigs and they ran off. It's forest creatures. Don't you know nothing? One's like, shut up, Ennis. You don't know nothing.
He will stay quiet, all of you. Stop this prattle. I'm hurt. He's hurt. Some of us are hurt. We need to go back to the village and tell everybody what happened.
Yeah, took on that, Cobb.
Oh.
That's for nothing.
He just put his white privilege out. You peasants, shut up.
I would like Guy to make a charisma check, please, with disadvantage.
Oh, he has a good charisma. Am I adding my initial reaction adjustment?
Oh no, that initial reaction adjustment's long gone. You're making a charisma check at disadvantage.
How about my loyalty base?
Nope.
At disadvantage, you say?
I do.
I gotta roll it twice and pick the worst. Okay.
Correct.
Alright, you peasants. Well, my first roll was a 1.
Ah!
Wait! Let me roll again. And if I roll another 1,
All right.
then I get a double jam and have to roll a 30.
Hold on. Hold
Okay,
on.
I rolled a 3.
Okay. So,
You bastard.
you.
Do you have a fumble deck?
I do not. I have
This is the charisma fail. This isn't a fumble. This is charisma fail.
This is the part where the
Yep.
DM gets to serve you
the white supremacy.
gets to serve you some karma on a bed of
Fuck
rice.
your privilege, you peasant fucks. Shut up.
The peasants
Get back in line there.
kind of all look at you, and they're like, "You shut up, you fucking retard!"
Boris says, sometimes he's a dick.
Who said that? Step forward. Who called me a retard?
Okay,
Step forward.
This time make a charisma
I'll
check.
step forward.
Hold on. Make a charisma check at normal chance, just with the normal roll. Gee.
What, I rolled this time again?
Yeah.
Boris said he stepped up to me.
I know, but I want to see if any of these peasants are feeling froggy.
I rolled an 11 this time.
So what's your total?
Whatever plus I get.
A charisma.
Well, do I add my reaction?
You add your charisma to it.
Oh, that would be 26.
Okay. So when you say, who said that? Step forward. Nobody steps forward. And then Boris steps forward.
Yeah, that's what I do. I'm like, calm down, Gee.
You didn't say that, Boris.
This man's trying to tell us what the legend is.
I'm not sure they know what's going on, but okay, I'll listen.
Well, I sure don't.
I just heard chatter and arguing and chatter.
So they all
solves nothing.
They all start to kind of move away, and as they're walking away, you hear one of them go, "Fucking dick."
You're right, though. We do need to get back to the village.
Leaving the tracker dude with you two, and the tracker guy looks at you, Guy, and he's like, "What is wrong with you?" As he turns and starts to go with the other villagers, leaving you two there.
You gotta remember, this ain't where you're from. They don't know your customs and your... So am I. Look at my thigh. That fucker's got some sharp tusk. I hope the tracker's wrong and that those pigs don't come back. But this island is magical.
I don't like it. I don't like this wall. If I had my way, I'd have them pull it down.
I'm gonna wrap my arm around your neck. It was fun being big. And I just wrestle you a little bit.
I don't feel good. Ow!
Oh, your neck. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Ow!
Come on, I'll help you. And then I put my arm under his.
I don't need your help. Damn it.
Well, come on then. You're slowing us down.
Alright, so you guys head back to the village then, or do you go somewhere else?
Yes, to the village.
Alright.
Yes.
So, when you get back to the village, and by the time you get there, there's already people pointing, there they are! Hey! And people starting to come over and glad-handing and congratulating you and telling you how great you are. And they're like...
I remain humble and say nothing.
We couldn't have done it without these guys. This tracker fella found him.
He is a brave man and deserves recognition.
I was 20 feet tall. You should have seen it.
Okay.
Supertusk cowered before my spear.
Nice.
I'm going to live it up a little bit.
Alright, so...
Take some of the glory of battle.
Who's the main person here of the village that I can see?
You know, I know that there was a guy, and I gave him a name, and
we did speak to someone initially.
Let me see if it's in
Yeah, it
this
was an
folder
older
here.
guy. Yeah. Because he announced the race.
That's right. Some council.
I'll tug at Boris's sleeve and say, just don't talk about the wall, okay?
Whenever you say don't talk about the wall, one of the villagers, two girls come up and they're like, we heard that you were real big, Boris.
I was. You should have seen how tall I was.
Is there any way
I could see the ocean.
That's so awesome. Could you show us this wall?
I don't think I could find it again.
Oh, not even with a little helping hand, and one of them reaches out and touches your arm. Apparently.
I'll say, when I see that, I'll say, milady, that is a place of dangerous magic, and anyone who becomes enchanted by that gigantic magic also becomes a great hairy beast.
So what we heard is true, and they sidle up more to Boris, and they're like, Boris, please show us the wall. And then another one looks over at you, Guy, and's like, you're welcome to join in if you want.
You know, not all of me shrank back down to normal size.
Did you hear that, girls? Boris!
He turns his back and goes to look for the elder. In disgust.
Boris is showing off, girls! Alright. Do either of you remember the name of the guy that got you off the boat?
Man, I do not. Let's see.
I gotta dig, but I got it here somewhere. I might have that piece of paper.
That one I don't have.
Oh, let's see. Not Ugblat.
The last note that I see is when we were taken onto the ship by the Acaramans after the eagle grabbed me and carried me.
It was a silly name. Damn it. It was a silly name.
No. Oh, wait! It wasn't it Roland James?
No.
For some reason that's stuck in my head.
I wonder what?
Who was Stallman Klim?
No, that was the name of the next island that you were told that you were gonna, if you wanted to go up the chain of command, to go see.
Damn it! That's on that piece of paper that went with my friggin' hit points for Shad. Damn it! Boo!
I
got it somewhere else. It was a catchy name because it was like blah blah blah.
Yeah.
It was like, dumb Fred or something like that. It was like a play on words.
That's alright.
Why wasn't it?
I'll have to I watched the last bit of the last episode just to see where we left off, but
because we really didn't see him after we got to the island. So we haven't seen that guy since before the race. I'll be right back and I'm listening. Yeah, I have like 3 sheets of paper that I can't find them no more. And that's probably where the guy's name was. Because they had come loose from my binder. And that's, if loose paper gets I'm not a...
Yeah, I'm not finding any notes.
Dang it, it was like Johnny Scumbag or something like that. It was a play on words. It was a catchy, and it was an old character that you said you'd used before.
No.
Tuck in the Cobb.
That don't sound right at all.
It was somebody that Sean's character knew.
Oxbog and McBeatus.
No.
Clubneck Clamshoe.
It was something like that, yeah. It was like Scumbag Fred.
Chucklehead.
Yeah, it was. It was a play on words, but it was a name at the same time. It was like, Mudface or something like that. Yeah, it was something like that. Admiral Bendover, yeah.
All right. Well, it's not
Bendover.
I tell you what, if you make up a new name, I will write it down.
All right. So, we'll do placeholder names. So, the guy that got you off the boat, his name was Flint.
What?
Flint.
Flint.
And the village elder's name was Doximo.
I'm going to spell that with an X.
That's the way I spelled it. Doximo. I have the names of the people that were in the race. Well, I mean their descriptions and the gods.
What was the woman's name? Oh, I was going to say, what was the female's name?
Nobody bothered to give the names there, but she had Athena as her token.
So I'll just call her Athena. Yeah, I remember that now, because he was going to try to put a move on her.
I'm going to call her Token.
Oh, that's sexist. I name her after a god, you call her Token. Just automatic objectification.
Nice. Okay.
Cobb,
okay, so at the village tonight, the stories are told by the people that went on the journey and what they saw, and a good mood and a celebratory atmosphere is had. So, my question to you before I describe, do you have any goals for the party? We'll start with Guy.
I want to tell the elder, Doctimo, that it's probably a good idea to keep people away from that place because all kinds of bad things can happen. Okay. That's my personal counsel, and I'll leave it at that. And if he laughs in my face, I'll just shrug and walk away.
Okay. That's that doesn't seem like that would take up much time. Anything else?
I'll go look for Athena.
Okay. What about you, Boris? Do you have any goals for the party?
None in particular. I'm going to celebrate and enjoy my time with these ladies and have some drink and dance and celebrate the victory.
So party hardy, huh?
That's it.
Okay. All right. So, Guy, I would like you to roll me a charisma check first.
Oh.
Guy.
I hope that's not a sign.
Guy, are you frozen? I think Guy is frozen.
I'm seeing the spinning wheel.
All right, so let's go over to Boris.
Go around.
Boris, how about if you roll me a charisma check, straight up?
All right. Oh man, I rolled a 2 plus my charisma 16.
Okay, so So not the worst thing in the world, but the girls that you party with, two of them get very tipsy and they don't feel well and they leave. One stays and she is willing to get down, but she's not that clean. So do you go ahead and partake, or do you politely or not politely decline upon the smelling?
I will politely decline and excuse myself because I'm also feeling pretty tipsy after the wine and the dance and all the song, and I'm going to head back to my quarters.
Okay. All right, so all in all, it was a good time with kind of a ending. And that's what that roll got you. You didn't roll a 1, so you didn't nothing, you know, earth-shatteringly bad, so that's all right. Hopefully Guy is solving his issue.
Probably.
Let me active 34 minutes
He's
here.
not the answer. You know, if I may make a suggestion, when you don't have people at the table with you, you could zoom that camera in. Where you're at now, I could see any players around you. And then I can also see the enhanced screen, like where your television is on your table, which is perfect placement for that screen-in screen. But you can actually zoom into a point where we can't even see the television, and we can still see the game table that you're showing on the other screen. And we can also see you more closely. Kind of like that. You might have to change the actual angle if you wanted to use that idea. I just thought it'd be a little closer view. Oh, look at that, man. That's totally... You're moving it without even getting up. That's pretty cool. Looky there. Back it off a little. Hold on.
That's from the camera up there against the wall.
Right, right. And I can see you very clearly now with the cat. Roll dinkus. I can actually read your hat, see? So that's good zoom. But if you go out a little further, we can actually see the game table too. There you go, center up. Pretty cool. See, at this point, I can see you very good, some of the game table, but none of the players if you had anybody at the table. And that, boom, game table. I see you got your terrain ready to go, your levels.
All right. Alrighty then. Alright, let me send Jason a message and see what the fuck he's doing.
Seems like we've been abandoned, Cobb.
I just pulled into the house from Brad.
Nothing to forget us about that. Wow.
Is he living with his mom? Have you talked to him even remotely recently?
No, man, we've been out of contact. Probably the last I saw him was 3 years ago, maybe 5.
Okay. All right.
Been out of contact for a while. I talked to him a hair on Facebook, but nothing of interest.
What'd you do
That
for
was
Thanksgiving?
I went and visited my mom in the nursing home and had dinner with my sister and her husband. They live close to it. Looked like he tried to pop in there. Oh, here we go again. Somebody's there's Jason.
Everything just went dead. I just lost my Wi-Fi.
Yeah, you got totally geeked.
I mean, just dead. Everything just went dead. I'm so
Yeah, geek.
Yeah, well, fucking this goddamn shit service down here. There's no reason for it. There's no bad weather.
There's a reason.
And it was shitty the other day, too.
Yeah, probably heavy usage or something.
There's a reason. It's called you're in Florida. Don't you know nothing?
You're in Florida. You're in Florida.
That's the name of the town.
You're in town, yeah.
You're in Florida.
Oh, goodness.
Well, I'm back, and I'm sorry about that. I don't know what the hell happened.
Well, you were having a hell of a time at the celebration.
Hold on.
You were dancing on the table just a minute ago.
The chick, man. Can you still see me okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're all sorry.
My phone. That had nothing to do with it. My phone was just at half charge, so I started charging it. But that had nothing to do with it cutting out. So right now I'm on roaming data.
Oh, you don't want that unless you got unlimited.
I never go over my data, so I'm not worried about it.
Video costs a lot.
I have had no problem. I've done it before on data.
Plan, it might say
I've had more than one game with you guys on data, so it doesn't. I have no problem. I got a good phone plan.
Alright, I'm trying to get Brad to come in.
I may get cut off again, so just fair warning. Like I said, it's still, I don't know, if my roommate will probably tell me when we're back on the Wi-Fi, but if she plays online games and stuff, shooting games or whatever. Yeah, that pissed me off. I was cussing like a sailor till I got God damn it, and then of course I look back and remember when we had 7 channels on the television. So,
yeah, think about that for a minute.
This is up to having the car. You didn't wherever you got to. If you went to the store or something, nobody was going to call you at the store.
Just look how far we've come. It doesn't get much easier than this to communicate.
Well, I mean, I think of that and think of when my dad was born was 1916, and look what he saw happen in his lifetime. So, and I mean, even in my lifetime with the first lunar landing. So,
yeah. So weren't you going
the first day bomb? But within my lifetime, the first lunar landing in Vietnam. Vietnam started basically the same year I was born. So.
63.
Come on, Brad. Come on, man. Yeah, Guy was just gonna go try to find Athena and put the moves on her. Cause he's after he sees Boris pulling in the cooch, he's gonna be like, damn it, I can do that too. I'm surely more charismatic than you smelly barbarian.
A little bit. He's got a boyish grin that the ladies love.
Well, Guy has just got a manner. If he does it correctly, he's a suave person. So I figure with I don't think he's ugly. I think he's good. He'd be like a movie star. But he is kind of average. He's not smart. He's just got an average intelligence.
And he looks down on these people.
Well, he does. That's the way he was raised. Peasants are dumb, and they smell.
It doesn't help his chances with the ladies.
Well, back in his place, he
Some
could
of them like that. Some of them
I
like
could
that.
just go take one, and I can't do that here. But back where I come from, like it says, I get a +3 reaction bonus on my culture, so I can pick up broads pretty easy. Back in our place, I can just flash him a grin, and I'm in. Like people have to feed me back in that area, that like the monastery people, because of my rank, they would have to feed me and shelter me.
Are you using a calculator or what?
No, Brad's fucking around here. I'm gonna stop this call and then I'm gonna resend everything, just so you guys are. I just want to see if this will make a difference. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Just
remember, I'm on Jankety Jones right now.
I understand. I'm just gonna resend an invite here. Okay.
Yankety Jones. Yankety Jones.
Slippity bit.
Younger brother of Jam.
Oh, shit.
Jam Jones. Hey. That was one of my original appeals to Brad, was that he and I would play the brothers Jam Jones and 55th.
Brad? All right, I can hear you. Let me mute these guys. All right, so you're not getting any invite from me on your end? Are you friends with Skell Dungeon? All right, hold on, let me check. Says you're a friend. So let me just send a message from here and see what happens. So I'm going to hang up here and I'm going to try and call you, okay? All right, now there you are. Even though you're sideways like Spider-Man. So, let me see if I can add those other two guys to this. There. And there. Let's see if that brings them up. Oh. Oh. Uh-oh.
Hold on.
All right, Brad's
All
there.
right. Look at that.
Brad!
Aloha.
What up?
Brad!
All right.
Hey, we
So.
You made it.
Brad!
Hey, good to see y'all too.
Brad, okay, while we got you here, let's do some technical troubleshooting here. First of all, are you on a Wi-Fi or are you using your phone's data?
Both. I'm on the basis so it fluctuates.
So you're probably using your
Hey, Hashi.
phone.
Yeah.
Okay, well you don't sound so bad. The picture's not that great, but That's...
No, I can hear him and see him.
Yep.
All right. Okay.
I mean, I don't know how you see me. I see me perfectly clear, so you can't tell
see you guys fine.
yourself.
All right. So.
Hey, Brad, so good to see you.
Yeah, you do.
Okay. So first of all, yay, Brad is here. We've been looking to add a couple players. So whenever I thought, Brad, you don't even have to come over, he was like, oh, okay.
It's really easy.
Right.
Yeah, just answer the phone. That's what you gotta do.
Obviously, I don't know. Hopefully, yeah, if you're on your house's Wi-Fi, then you're not using any of your data, and that would be great. But if you want, we or I can try to maybe get you some upgrades. So maybe a desktop with a camera and everything. Would you be interested in that?
I've got a little data, and I've got a desktop computer. I just gotta get it set up.
Okay.
I mean, I do all this off my phone, Brad, and I just got a regular old phone.
All right. Well, I mean, if you're good with it, then I'm good with it. But you'll excuse me if I want to have everybody come in as clear as possible. So.
Right.
Okay.
I'm getting a nice picture on everybody, so.
All right. Good
deal.
Very good. So first of all, what the fuck you been up to lately, my brother?
Absolutely nothing.
Nothing?
Good for you.
I drive people around.
Are you doing Uber, or are you like shuffling people?
Sure, Uber.
All right.
I just have a bunch of people that run around.
You a lift man?
No, I don't have a hack license.
All right.
I'm a hack. Put it that way. Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
Okay. And then,
oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Second of all,
Yay.
do you think that you'll be available 5 to 9 on Wednesdays?
I should be, yeah. The guy was just a freak accident. Told him to give him a ride. I didn't know I was late with him. I didn't know I was so late.
Okay. Third question is, do you still have dice?
I do not have a set of dice right now. I gotta find them. They're somewhere in the house.
If you don't find them, let me know, and I will send you some through Amazon, and then you'll have some.
In the meantime, you just designate somebody. Hey, roll me a dice.
Download a random number generator.
That's true too.
But that's not as much fun, though. You know that.
I know, but still, if you need a random number.
There's nothing more fun than fucking throwing that dice and looking at a natural 20 come up, man.
Heck yeah.
That's the way I am with books. People are like, oh, you should get a Kindle. And I'm like, no, I want to hold a book in my hand and smell it. I love old book smell. Sorry, it's one of my things.
And then
I like old dusty, decaying paper.
Last question from Uncle Cobb here, Brad, which is, do you have sheet and are you ready to play?
I got the sheets, but I haven't had a chance to look at them yet. But I'm ready to play.
All right. Do you have drink? Are you situated? You got to have something to drink, and
it looks like he's still dancing.
So kind of the etiquette. Yeah, kind of the etiquette we have is, if you want to speak, you can either hit the button on the screen that has the little hand that
I still haven't found that. Let me find that.
Or you can hold your just hold your hand up, and then I'll get to you whenever. And if it's real important, if it's real important, like if you want to
see me when I raise my hand, so that worked for me.
If you want to, if it's real important and you feel like you got to break in, then close your
There you
fist,
go.
and then I know that what you're doing is you're wanting to interrupt something. But if you can,
All right, Brad.
just hold your hand up. Okay, so Brad, or should I say Brad's character? You after your recent adventure and recuperation and time of research and gathering of materials, that familiar feeling of wanderlust strikes you again. A feeling that you are very familiar with. You realize that if you try to put it off, all you do is become miserable. And as luck would have it, your friends and family that actually know you understand this. And when they see that look in your eyes, they tell you to get the fuck out. So, this being one of those times, you hear through the grapevine of a group of adventurers who have managed to make a dent in the slave trade in the southern kingdoms. And you think, I wonder if that's Jarek, my old dwarven friend, because you know he hates slavers. And that's someone that you haven't seen in a while. So you gather your belongings, your whatever you choose to carry things in, and however you choose to travel. And you can get to the southern kingdoms in any one of manner of ways. You can teleport, or you can ride a horse, or walk alongside of a pack mule, whatever way you choose. But eventually you end up in Saskrophonia, the most cosmopolitan, integrated kingdom on the entire continent. Every species and every intelligent civilized race has a place if they want to be there. And this also includes less civilized races who happen to have certain members of their species that are more civilized than what their species is known for, such as orcs or gnolls, ogres, anything that theoretically could act better than they would in typical D&D situations. So this has led you through just a very patient waiting game of asking the right questions and paying off the right people. And you now understand that there is a very large, unhappy group of people in the port city of Tila whose slave trade is being interrupted by these group of adventurers. And being the guy that you are, you decide, I'm going to go check these motherfuckers out. So you find out that there are people on an island just off the coast, and you don't have any idea what's there. You've never been there. And so you decide to go to this island. And when you get there, it's dark, and there appears to be one small village on this island, and there are several fires at this particular time of night, long past the time of night when they would be cooking fires, and you hear the sounds of partying and revelry. And so doing a quick spell, a quick cantrip of clean on yourself, and making sure that you have weapons in case there's trouble well hidden in the folds of your cloak or cape or robe or whatever, however you decide to dress yourself. You saunter into this party and you just start to have fun and drink and talk to people. And I would like you to make me a charisma check, so I'll go ahead and roll for you, Brad, on your first roll here. And so a d20 plus your charisma. Your first roll is a 14 plus
Never heard of a Christmas. Wow.
Plus 13 makes it 25. That's a success. And you find out that there were 2 people that came to this village that were brought here by a member of the village, and you're not sure. Nobody really knows why they were brought here, but nobody cares because they just led a successful excursion to go and destroy a oversized boar that that occasionally will terrorize the village.
Right.
And so they're like very happy right now. They're all happy the Supertusk is defeated, and supposedly there's this magic wall out in the middle of the forest that Supertusk used to go through, and he changed into 1,000 tiny piglets that ran off, and the 2 guys that did the job, well, there's one over there surrounded by 2 girls, and he's talking to them and having a good time, and he looks, Daryl, if you want to describe what your character looks like for Brad real quick.
He's a tall, muscular barbarian. Thank you, Jason. Hold that a little closer. He's got a spear and
hang on. I'll get a better...
he's got a wolf's cowl, loincloth, barbarian type with a boomerang and a boyish grin. He's tall and lean and muscular.
Okay, and then they say that the other guy, he appears to be talking to, having like a quiet, subdued conversation with what could only be described as the obvious village elder. And Jason, if you could describe what your character looks like. And Jason holds up.
There's what Guy looks like without his helmet. You see him unarmored at this time. He looks like a fairly good-sized, strong, healthy individual. Obviously, he's physically fit. He doesn't look scrawny or anything like that. You do note that at some part of his, he has this symbol on his clothing. And a different picture would, if you saw him in full gear, that's what he would look like.
Yeah.
But he looks like a strong, healthy individual. That's about all you can tell. His hair's cut very short.
And we just killed the boar.
Scarred. He has scars. I mean, he looks like he's been in combat.
Okay, and what I want, Brad, for you to do while I go wee-wee is to pick one of these 2 individuals that you would like to talk to, because they seem to be what you came here to find out, and go ahead and tell them what you look like as you approach and get their attention to have a conversation. Please.
What's my age on? Bye. I don't know how old I am right now. I guess I'd be
I'm curious to know if you're like, if Gaspar's long dead, you know.
Last I heard, Gaspar was in a tower out in the middle of nowhere and undead around him, so.
Yeah, when you get your wanderlust is when you come to visit the tower. But yeah, I mean, how old do you look, do you think?
I probably don't look much older than I did. I'm probably can't be much more than 100 years older than I was.
Elves. Okay, I'm gonna...
I'm trying to set up a computer.
Jason's cutting out.
Trying to turn the Wi-Fi on now, so hang on, folks.
Hey, Jason, switch back to the other way with your camera.
I got no Wi-Fi, Hashy.
Switch your camera back the other way, buddy. Jason.
Am I back?
Yeah, you're out, in and out.
Am I back? I don't know what's going on. It ain't back yet. I thought it was on, but it's not. All right.
No. now you're back.
Hello.
Okay. So, in this village, everybody is human. So you don't...
Okay.
You look... You're not human.
No.
Now, you're full elf. That's right. Am I right, Bart? You're full elf.
I'm
I
half.
thought you were full elf, Bart. Okay.
Yeah.
So you look like a short human then.
Yeah.
How pointy are your ears?
Very actually. It's the
What color is your
high
eye?
violet.
But yeah, you look definitely non-human.
Yes.
At least to Guy is used to humans and... Yeah, okay. I don't know how Boris would react.
I'm nice corners of the road. Well,
And you got jewelry and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got
I
lots of
figured.
jewelry.
Okay, yeah, you don't look like you belong here.
No.
Okay.
Another place, yeah.
Whenever Guy notices you, then I will interact.
Hey, Jason,
Yes, sir.
can you try turning your camera back the other way? It makes for a more even screen. For me, you're kind of...
All right, but I was doing that for the drawing.
There you go. Now we got...
I was doing it for the artwork. Can you see
Right.
me okay?
No way.
Can you see
Yeah,
me
it's
okay?
better. Thank you. Thank you very much.
If I wave my hand, you can see all that.
Yep, I can see you. Yep,
Because like I said, what you see is not what I see. I know this.
right. I can see you scratching your belly button.
That's my crotch.
I knew that.
Oh.
That ain't my finger either.
Well, if you like my shirt, can you read my shirt?
I thought that's what it said, but I never could read it clearly.
I get so many laughs with this shirt. They're like, oh yeah. I'm like, it's not funny.
Come on,
It's
man.
not a joke.
It's not a joke, man. Am I a joke to you?
Well, Brad, it's good to see you joining the game, man. It's been a long time since we talked.
Brad, I haven't talked to you in probably 30 years, man.
That's a long time.
We talked like 3 months ago.
Well, I haven't seen you or heard your voice
Right.
in decades. So I'll just say
Right.
that.
I agree.
And that was the same thing with you and Cobb, Daryl, when we started playing again. It was like,
Yeah.
I had like 25 when you took out when you left.
90-something. I have a 25-year-old cat right now that I've had since I've lived here and probably a few years before that. So I've been here at least 25 years, probably closer to 27 or something.
Was I divorced from Kathy yet when you left?
What year were you divorced?
You might not even been married to Kathy.
No, he was.
I got married to her in,
I went to the wedding.
yeah.
I danced the fucking electric slide at the wedding.
93, 95?
93, yeah.
Yeah, 93 because around 95, 96, I was probably down here by then. So, yeah, so we got married, and I didn't see much of you after that. So...
Right. Yeah, 'cause I was like 21 when I got married, I think. That would have been 91, 92.
What year were you born, Brad?
70?
Yeah, you're 6 years younger than me, so... You're 51 years old, Brad?
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
Well, it makes sense, because, you know, it's been 40 fucking years.
You'll always be young Brad to me, so just... yeah.
We're all young at heart.
Yes, oh, I know. My body will be tatters, and I'll still be 21 years old inside. So.
Right.
I still remember that goose, George. I tell people about George. That's one of my stories. Because you were like, I was like, that goose is going to bite me. You were like, let him bite you. And sure as shit, after he bit me, he never bit me again.
Yeah.
And he lived on the motorcycle.
It was a one-time deal.
Good old George.
Yeah, that's right.
Alrighty, so...
It's so good to see you, Brad. It really is.
Yeah. So anyways...
So
who
was noticing, and who I was saying to Brad, whenever Guy notices fart, then I'll react. Then I'll say something or do something.
I'm well noticeable when I walk in the crowd, so I'm shorter than everybody else, and probably louder.
Yeah, he said he's richly dressed. He doesn't look like he belongs there.
Okay.
Yes, he said he had pointy ears and purple eyes, so yeah, he doesn't look like everybody else.
Alright, so is anyone interacting with anyone yet?
Not as of yet. We were reminiscing more than anything.
Okay, that's fine. What would you like?
He's probably babbling in the eldritch ear.
What would you like to do, Brad's character?
I was gonna hang out and see what happens and watch those two for a while.
Okay, well you see Daryl's character eventually end up with one of the gals, and they start to make out before kind of disappearing off behind a hut. And then you see Jason's character, after speaking to this older gentleman, they conclude their discussion, and then Jason's character starts to walk around as if he is looking for someone or something in particular. So, how about now? What do you think? What do you think, Brad?
What? I missed the guy, somebody had to recall me. I got distracted. What was that?
Daryl's character seems to have disappeared behind a hut with one of the three ladies he was messing around with. And Jason's character seems to have finished his conversation with the older gentleman and appear to be looking for something or someone specific in the crowd.
Okay. I look over my shoulder, see if I see what he's looking for. I don't know anybody, so.
Okay. I need Guy to make a perception check, please.
Is that a D20 plus what, what? Or is it a D30?
It's a D30 plus your intelligence.
Oh. Come on, baby. I rolled a 1.
Okay. All right.
I don't see Bart for nothing.
Implode. Implode. Roll again.
Another D30?
Yes.
Oh, come on. Plus my intelligence? I rolled a 2.
All right.
For a total of 5.
Oh. All right. You see this guy that appears to be looking for someone. He walks right past you and promptly trips over the hem of whatever garment you're wearing and is like, oh, excuse me, and keeps walking.
Yeah, pardon me.
Pardon me. Oh.
So at that point, when you hear pardon me, and it's it's got a weird accent, you turn around and you look, and you can see that unless Brad's character has either changed appearance or is in disguise or has his hood up, you see a very, I'd say well, it's hard to tell. You haven't had a lot of experience with elves, but you recognize him as being a different species than the people that are here.
They're fairies.
And you hadn't seen him before now.
The natives didn't seem to react to his presence in any way, so it didn't alarm me.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I paid no attention. I thought it was a short person. I didn't get a good look at I wasn't thinking of him. I'm thinking of Athena.
But now you do. Because now you're looking right at him.
So I see him now?
Yeah. And by what he apparently said, or what I heard you say, he is dressed in some very fine clothes, not the homespun dress of the islanders. He apparently has jewelry, possibly some of it appearing to be very expensive jewelry adorning probably his neck and his fingers, I would guess. So, why the fuck this guy, you assume it's a male, is here now?
How long is your hair, Boris?
What?
How long is your hair?
It's a little longer shoulder length.
Alright, are you a pretty boy or do you look grizzled?
I'd say probably pretty close to a pretty boy.
Okay.
Take care of myself.
Let the DM help out Brad here because
yeah, there you go.
So
I don't even know now.
You know what Brad Pitt looks like now versus when he was in Thelma and Louise?
Sure.
It's like Bart ain't fucking young Brad Pitt anymore. He's old Brad Pitt. So there's a lot of wisdom lines across his elven face, and even though they say, black don't crack, well, elves crack. So he's probably older than he looks, and it looks like he has lived some life.
Guy will take a step back, looking shocked, and say in his own tongue, "Who art thou?"
In his own tongue.
I speak Southern.
Oh, you speak Southern. I'll answer it back. If I know it.
Yeah, you do. It's just the common tongue, but it's called Southern. So, yeah, you know it. Brad's having time.
I thought it looked like he was screwing around over there.
Oh.
I answered back and was entertained. There's the third house criminal. Who am I speaking to?
I am Sir Guy de Lance. I don't know you. You're not like these people.
I'm not from around here. I wouldn't be like these people.
Where are you from? You're long ears. You long ears.
I'm a wood elf. From
you are no?
Yes. From the Forest.
Correct.
I've never seen one of you before.
I've never seen one before.
Are you a lord?
Kind of.
My lord.
No need for that.
My friend was here earlier, but he sought the companionship of a female. I was seeking to find one myself, but now that's all changed. Why are you here? Are you here because of the boar?
Slavers?
Slavers. You're not a slaver, are you?
No. Not by any means. I gotta go find a charger now.
He looks like he could be a rich slaver. And
yes, he does.
And he's an elf, and he just told me all who he was.
Daryl, check your messages. I I don't remember. Do you prefer Messenger to send messages, or do you prefer me to text you?
Oh, text is fine, but Messenger's good too.
Okay.
Trigger.
I just had my notifications off, the sound.
Okay.
Didn't see it.
Let me check and see if my Wi-Fi is working again. Hang on.
You're there, man. You're on.
Well, if my Wi-Fi is working, I want it to be on. So.
Yes, you do.
I got it turned off right now, so I'm going to try to run. No, it's not on. Damn it. Dang it. So if my character introduces himself as Sir G. Galance. He doesn't look like a knight. Well, maybe he does. I don't know. He just looks like He just looks like a muscular human with short cut hair. But he's not armored or anything. I'm not wearing my armor or anything like that.
I think you would.
If you saw me in full gear, you'd know what I was.
So, sir, are you a paladin or?
What's that?
So, sir, so are you a paladin or?
A paladin? No. I'm a knight. In the service of Lord Bartolomeo. I come from the south, but I came here, I wound up here seeking to help destroy the slavers, which are an obvious problem. I think it's almost an invasion. It's not just slavers, it's a wholesale invasion. We were captured, my friend and I, and somebody among the slaves set us free, and we wound up here. And there's many things that have happened. I don't know where to start, but meeting you has changed my perception of what's going on. At first, I would think by looking at you that you are a slaver. You carry your wealth well, sir.
Okay, hold on, pause. Daryl, you got something?
Yeah, Boris will come walking in to the firelight. Gee, are you okay? Getting late.
I think there's somebody here you should talk to and meet.
Hello, I'm Boris Crump.
I'm glad that you call me, Bart.
Pleased to meet you, Bart. You're a traveler like we are, I can see that.
No. I came down here. I promised.
Say that
they
again,
took
Brad.
my sister and they forced me into a deal, into a bargain. Cobb, if I may, do I remember this or am I imagining it? We agreed to go kill Covidius.
Yes.
And that's why this guy let us out and he said he had information about my sister?
Yes.
The Dusty.
Yes.
Covidius.
An elf? Are you Covidius? No, you said you're Bartholanthus. Do you know Covidius?
Nah, can't say that I do.
His nickname is the Duster, from what we were told. A professional killer, no doubt.
I don't know such person.
I need to find my sister.
Well, let's go find her.
Well, that's the most positive thing I've heard in a while.
I'm here to lend my hand if you need help.
Okay, so the DM is going to interject and say, I don't think you guys probably remember this, but what you were told was you had it on that you found
Carlos.
oh wait, I see. No, now I remember. It wasn't you guys that were told about Stallman Klim. It was Shadrach and all them. Because that was the next step up the chain of command. That's why I didn't remember that. So
we just know vaguely of these people. Yeah.
No, the guy that we faked our death.
Yeah.
And he got us off the ship.
Yes.
To the island.
And onto this island. And we agreed to do something for him.
Right.
In order to help us get out of there. And I'm trying to remember what that was.
It was to kill.
That was to get rid of Covidius because.
That was Covidius on the island, or was Covidius?
No, he ain't here.
Apparently
We
not.
would have known that already. We would have known that right off.
And what part did he have in it that we need him dead in order to proceed after
That was the
history?
deal we made to get it to escape the slave boat.
Okay.
He's a traitor to the Elven people, his people. He sided with...
Yes,
he's one of the slavers, the Acharamans.
Oh, okay.
And he's an elf serving humans.
Well, I won't do it. Oh.
At least that's what they told us.
Well, we'll have to find out ourselves, won't we?
That's the truth of it.
How much you trust this guy that set you free to kill this dude? This guy
Not very much.
Well, remember, Boris, he could have killed us at any time. We were totally in his power.
That's true.
We did trust him implicitly because he.
That's true. It seems like months ago now.
We were made to appear dead, and that's how we were taken away from the slavery.
Okay.
So we did trust this man with our lives, but I mean, here we are. Here you are. We're stuck on this island, and I don't think we can kill anybody sitting on this island. And no, I don't even want to talk about the wall. And then Guy just holds his head and shakes. Oh.
You should have seen it, Bartholanthus. I was 20 feet tall. I walked through the wall of vines and grew to giant size and defeated a giant boar. You missed the party.
The boar
Seems
was
like I made a party.
the giant boar turned into 1,000 tiny boars. So I don't know if this island is cursed or blessed by that event.
Well,
I hadn't thought of it that way.
It is a symbol of my people and my family. So I see it as perhaps a sign of victory and
The
abundance.
boar, not the wall, the boar.
The boar. Yeah, the boar is, I'll show the picture again. There's my family symbol.
Right.
Then my family hunts boars, and my uncle slew a weird boar, and I got a family heirloom that came from the boar. So yeah, you notice, if anything, you notice about Guy, he looks really plain, but he has this ring on that looks kind of interesting.
I'm assuming he's no nobility because he got crushed.
He is nobility. Well, he called himself Sir Guy. He introduced himself as Sir Guy de Lance. If anything, he's a knight. He's not like a lord or anything, but he's a knight. So.
All right.
I'm not.
He seems very confident and confident in a way.
I need all of you to make perception checks. I will roll for Brad. Brad, a perception check is a D30 plus your intelligence. You rolled a 5, and even if your intelligence was an 18, that's not good enough. So that is a failure. What did you get, Guy?
I rolled a grand total of 25.
That is a failure. And Boris.
Oh.
29.
Okay. So, none of you are surprised, but coming out from the shed is Flint. This is the man that has, if you remember correctly, the one that got you off the boat in exchange.
That we made the deal with.
Okay. And he looks at all of you and then looks at Bart.
Hello, Flint.
Hello, Newman. He says, Bart, I don't know you, and I don't know how you got here, but somehow you knew to come talk to these two guys out of everyone else here. So that makes me believe that either you work for the slavers or you hate the slavers. Which one is it?
I don't work for him. I don't work for him.
So you don't look like the kind of person that needs to work for anything. As a matter of fact, you look like... Yeah, well... Are you here because you just can't help yourself? Or are you here because everything I think about you is wrong and that you really do have revenge in your heart?
No revenge. I felt we need to come down and check things out.
Do you know this guy?
No.
And I don't know him. That's why I'm asking. Out of all the people, out of all the places, why did you end up here wanting to talk to these two?
Guy says, how did you come by a boat?
No.
No?
Did Hera send you?
Magical means, put it that way.
Hera sent you?
No, Hera did not send me.
Magical.
She bewitched me once.
Who's this Hera?
Did you come through this wall?
No, he jumped this wall.
He's normal size, Guy. He's not giant.
Maybe he's tiny.
Oh no.
You saw the tiny pigs?
Flint looks back at...
genuine to me.
Flint looks at Guy and says, No, you don't understand. I believe that everyone is somewhere for a reason. I believe you two, I found you two on that ship because you're the two that can get the job done. But I wasn't anticipating one of the fair folk showing up here out of nowhere looking like this. So
He is kind of fancy.
I just have to ask, are you just passing through or are you looking to make a difference?
I'm looking to help out any way I can.
Okay.
Well, then you can help us for sure.
Guy whispers in Boris's ear right then and says, long ears, long tongue.
Ooh.
Flint says, well, these two I'm sending to take down somebody that's somebody that needs to be taught a lesson.
Right.
We don't know much about him.
No.
Covidius was a member of the Imperial Army. But before that, he was a champion in the slave pits of Nilite. He was a gladiator one of the most decorated gladiators of all time. He's deadly with his fists as well as any weapon. And he's smart, and he's tactical, and he's the most cunning and ruthless adversary you're ever going to come across.
Well, that's my title. What the hell do you mean?
We could use your help.
Yes.
Well, wait now. Before you start handing out golden tickets to every Tom, Dick, and Harry that wanders into this place.
We could use your help too, Flint. Don't be offended.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
Well, we noticed most likely.
My stomach isn't cut out for that line of work.
Well,
So
maybe you should trust our intuition.
Well, I'd rather just ask him plain out. What do you bring to the table, Bart?
Especially magic.
Are you a warrior?
Huh?
Are you a warrior?
Kind of. Not really necessarily.
Are you wearing any weapons that are obvious? Are you hacking right now?
Did you get here with magic?
You can see probably the quiver arrows and bow and with sling on my shoulder. I do have the sword maybe hidden by the cloak.
Did you get here by magic?
Yes.
Can you get us to the mainland with magic?
Yeah, most likely.
That would be awesome.
He looks at Boris and like,
This time that means you like
you
magic.
don't learn, do you? He's a brave man, my friend Boris.
Obviously, are you barbarian?
Some people call me that. I'm a brush runner.
I call him a wild man.
I can go and go. I slayed a giant hog today.
I've seen this man jump in the air and dance like you wouldn't believe, with men with spears and swords scramble to grab him. I've never seen the likes before in my life.
Well, I have a few tricks in my sleeve I can sort of throw in the...
I'm a warrior, sir. I'm a knight of the realm.
Right.
And I'm
Fierce with a sword.
If you can take us to the mainland by your fey magic, then so be it.
We leaving tonight?
I've been injured in my battle with the great pig. I need to rest.
I could use rest too.
I'm not in the best position.
We'll call it a night and get some rest.
I accept your challenge, and I'll be fully prepared. All I lack is my horse, and that I will lament that tonight. But so be it.
Flint looks up and says, okay, let's just say that what Bart is saying is true. Okay, we don't have any proof, but let's just say what he's saying is true. I think it's
Why
fair.
would he lie?
I think it's fair.
Trusted you, Flint.
Yeah, but I produced. I got you free.
And we had no reason to believe you, but we still trusted you.
I do cantrip sparks in the hands.
One thing that I've learned as a child is the long-eared fae, they have much power and must be respected.
Okay, so look, I'll just put this out there. If Bart is who he says he is, and he has these magical powers, then obviously you can leave here at any time and then you can just break our agreement. So
I can't leave here. Only he can leave here at his will. I can't leave. I can't force him to take me anywhere.
I'll be honest with you, Flint. I don't remember the exact terms of our agreement.
the exact terms were I would get you out of slavery if you would take care of Covidius. That's pretty much it.
Well, yeah, and that's what when I asked to go to the mainland, that's where Covidius is. How is that not still doing what you wanted?
Do you have a specific plan for us then, Flint? Or what was your intention?
My intention was to get you close enough to where he is now. That was my intention.
Is he on this island?
No, he is currently...
Will he be on the island?
Well, I can't predict the future. I know that he is currently at the fort with no name.
Okay.
And am I familiar with that name?
No.
Do I...
I'll say that.
Although you can roll a non-proficient local history check if you would like, and if you can roll a natural 20, then I guess you know.
All right. I rolled a 12.
All right.
I'm not even going to try.
Do I know it?
You can roll me a d20 there, Bartholanthus Amulet. All right.
Go for it.
You rolled.
I'll be right back.
Oh, that's pretty doggone close. That's an 18, not quite. So you're like, oh, why does that sound like every other bullshit place I've been to in my life?
Well, if the fort don't have no name, how are we supposed to know where it is?
Well, that's just it. You're not supposed to know. It's where they defeated one of the slave lords recently.
Oh, the heroes!
Yes.
Well, then we should definitely go there.
The fort used to be run by a sect of individuals that used to patrol the coast to the west, but that sect has withered away over the years, and there are none left that I am aware of that belong to it, and the fort was left abandoned, and the slavers found it and decided to put it to their own use, and no one has bothered to find it since until recently.
Now, wait a minute. If the heroes just defeated the slavers at the fort with no name, and Covidius is at the fort with no name, is he a prisoner or is he one of the heroes?
Well, he's no hero for me.
Why do you want him dead?
Because
Just wondering.
I had a good explanation when I told this story the first time.
About 3 months ago.
Unfortunately, I don't remember it. So, Flint says, Covidius is a traitor to his people.
10,000, is he?
Though...
See, the greater part bothers Guy. He understands that bit.
The high elf?
He's made some powerful enemies.
Obviously, I'm here.
And... Covidius needs to be destroyed.
Well, Flint, I do appreciate you getting us out of that slavery situation, and I intend to stand by my agreement. Just because.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Daryl. You finish.
Just because we're talking to this foreigner, we're all foreigners here, doesn't mean we're not gonna stick to our agreement.
I hope so.
I'll look at Boris when he says that and kind of cock my head.
I hope so. And as far as you're concerned, Bart, if you're willing to help these guys, that's great. That's just more. That's just more ammunition to go against Covidius.
Dean will say to Bart, "Can you get us to this fortress?"
Well, I think I can, but I have to find out. I may have to memorize some spells for tomorrow and see if we can't find this fort with no name.
And I say to Flint, do you think you can get us to this fortress?
I can.
I couldn't.
It's going to be, a journey, but I can. We're going to have to take a boat to the mainland, but far enough north to where we're not subject to the patrols of the city, and then it will take a several days hike north to get there.
Well, then we're gonna need our rest.
How quickly could you get us there, Bartholansis?
I have to be able to have been there before to get us there magically anyway. But I'm afraid we're gonna have to hike into this one.
Sounds like we have a journey ahead of us.
So be it.
Well, it's been nice to meet you, Bartholanthus, but I'm gonna get some sleep.
Cool. Sounds good to me.
Flint, have a good evening. Gee.
Something around there.
He completely forgot about Athena.
Okay, Flint says, Bart, we're leaving either tomorrow or the day after that. Do you think you'd be ready to go?
Sure.
Okay. Do you need someplace to stay, or do you have abilities to make your own place to stay?
I can set my own place up. Outside of town.
My servant is at your disposal should we require him.
Nah, I don't need your servant. But I'll be parked right outside town. You'll notice my place.
Flint says, I can't wait. And he proceeds to turn around and he walks away, leaving you all there.
Well?
Oh, good evening. Nice meeting you too. Good morning.
Good evening, sir.
All right, so you guys all, do you go ahead and go and to the place?
Guy will say to Boris, we have to get back to the mainland, Boris.
It sure seems that way.
Flint's got a boat.
Flint?
Well, let's retire for the evening and...
Well, we'll have to find a boat.
Well, we can. My mind will be full of misgivings, I'm sure.
All right, so Boris, you go to sleep, and Guy, I'm guessing you go and do the same, and Paco's doing his...
Paco has my bed prepared for me, yep.
And then Bart, I'm guessing you take a stroll out of the village and cast a spell, like Bart's special mansion or some shit.
Yeah.
And then...
Shelter. Bart's secure shelter.
All right.
I don't know if you noticed, Brad, but my servant's name is Paco.
Paco?
Do you remember Paco?
Paco Lips? No.
He had the pipe named Paco.
Paco Lips? Yeah.
That's why I named him Paco.
That's funny.
All right, so I think that's a good place to end tonight's session.
Sorry, that's so late, Jalen.
You got here, Brad. I'm so happy.
Yeah, it's good to see you join in.
Definitely.
All right, Brad, you and I will, if you have any questions or whatever, we'll handle that through emails and get you all squared away. If you need sheets or whatever, you know, we'll get them to you one way or the other. If you don't find your dice before next game, let me know. And I'm guessing you're living in Cedar Hill, or?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
so
I brought his mom's house.
Theoretically, I could either you could come by here, or I could come by and drop some off, whatever.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So let me know if you don't find your dice before like the weekend, okay? Okay. All right, guys, that's it. I don't know what that is, but that's scary, and I will. You guys are all updated on your sheet, so we're all good. So.
Yeah, thanks for sending that.
All right.
I will let you know what my other woodland language is before next week.
Okay. All right, guys. Good night.
Good night, guys.
Talk to you soon.
See you, Brad.
See ya.
And that's it, Internet. We are back with some gaming in these times of no one being local. But there you go. So I hope you enjoyed it. And we'll see you around the gaming table. If you have anything to say, put it in the comments section below. And check out other videos if you want. And good night. So as soon as I find, there we go.